Change is hard. It takes commitment. It takes work. Most importantly, it takes time. Lots and lots of time. But if you're in a rush, all you really need is a birthday wish, a little public humiliation, some light physical trauma, and a laundry list of criminal charges to become an entirely new person in a single afternoon. This is Liar, Liar, a film that dares to ask, what happens when a lawyer who's built his entire life on half-truths, broken promises, and convenient bullshit suddenly loses the ability to lie at all? It's a story about honesty, accountability, and whether self-reflection is even possible when someone is shouting directly into your soul. We'll get into it on this episode of the Regular Guy Movie Show.
Lights go down, let's hit play. Regular guys got something to say. The Regular Guy Movie Show, talking flicks. Here we go!
Welcome back to the Regular Guy Movie Show, where three grown-ass men revisit the movies that shaped our youth, warped our expectations of adulthood, and sometimes make us question how quickly a human being can allegedly evolve. I'm Seth, and joining me, as always, are my two co-hosts who always keep it hanging short, shriveled, and slightly to the left, Justin and Brian. Gentlemen, are you ready to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
All I have to say is the goddamn pin is blue.
Nice. Well, it's out of sheer morbid curiosity I'm allowing this freak show to continue.
Well, before we start rendering verdicts or raising objections, let's talk about what we're drinking tonight. And we're kicking things off with a beer I think is quite appropriately named, given the movie we're talking about, Liar, Liar. This is Juicy Truth from Rheingeist Brewery in Cincinnati.
Cincy made.
Cincy made.
You know, I'm not a hophead.
Mm-hmm.
I like this.
It's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
It's a hazy, juicy IPA.
And it's brimming with pineapple, mango, and citrus notes.
I love it when things are brimming with stuff.
Brimming.
So my first sip, I was unsure.
Mm-hmm.
But as I got further into it, yeah, it's delightful.
Yeah.
I think the citriness kind of takes away the bitterness of the hops.
The citriness?
The citriness. Yes. And I think it's pretty well balanced. I get the hops, but it's not overpowering.
Absolutely. I fully agree. It's got some bite to it, but it's got enough sweetness and juiciness to more than balance it out.
Juiciness.
Juicy.
Love it.
Citriness. Citriness and juiciness.
Citriness.
Do you like
Citriness.
juiciness beers?
Yeah, so I'm actually on my second one. I think we're all on our second
one.
Oof.
Yeah, the first one was...
Gonna be a fun night tonight.
Look out, audience.
It's a 6.5%. It's not. It's not an imperial.
No.
By mistake. Sorry. Again.
A happy little accident.
A happy little accident. Felt wonderful the next day.
Yeah, I like the juicy truth.
Yeah, good way to start the night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why don't we start off our discussion about Liar, Liar, where we always start off our discussions. Let's talk about our first memories of watching Liar, Liar. Justin, when did you watch Liar, Liar for the first time?
So I know that I've seen this movie all the way through at some point in the past, but I have no idea when or where. And my assumption here is it was probably like a hungover Saturday, laying on the couch on cable TV.
Mm-hmm.
That's about. So today was the first time that I can really say I sat down, watched this whole thing from beginning to end.
Okay. Brian.
Well, let's see. I did not see it in the movie theater. I don't believe I rented it. So I'm with you, Justin. I think I saw it on cable.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it a couple times because it was on.
Right.
This was an era where the lead actor, what's his name?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey was at his like physical acting peak.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of tired of it.
Yeah.
So I would not have gone out of my way to watch this because I think that shtick at that time in my life had already been played.
Yeah, 97, I was a freshman in high school. And I think this is just, I wasn't the target audience for this movie.
Mhm.
You know, it was, and plus I'm just not going to movies, you know, my freshman year. Like it just
Right.
wasn't my thing to do. So, you know, this one kind of dismissed me, but it's, and I don't know if you want me to get into it since this was my wife's pick.
Yes.
I asked her about when the first time she watched it was. And it was funny because we actually watched it today and she had me pause it about 5 minutes in. And this is where it kind of became obvious. She said that she was young enough when she first watched the movie that when we started watching it today, she realized there was a lot of stuff that went way over her head.
I could see that.
Uh-huh.
There was an undertone, a moral undertone to this movie that was a little bit deeper
Mhm.
than Jim Carrey's physical acting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And, you know, there was some sex talk and things like that
Oh,
she
yeah.
did not realize was in this movie when she was a kid. So
Yeah.
we kind of came to the consensus too that she probably did see it on cable and there was a lot of things that were kind of bleeped out or like dubbed over or something like that as well. So
Yeah, because this movie was rated PG-13.
that's
I
kinda
can understand
crazy.
why.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would've
Some
thought
of
it
the
was- well, I guess there's really nothing between PG-13 and R.
No.
So yeah, I mean, there wasn't no F-bombs in there or anything like that. So
You're allowed a limited number. I think it's one F-bomb to be PG-13.
really
I think it's one.
interesting.
yeah, I think it was mostly for the sexual humor and
Probably.
innuendo,
Right. Mhm.
which on cable
Was
could have
edited out.
been edited out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To a point.
Right.
To a point.
Oh, there's still like the elevator scene. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Seth?
Well,
when did you see it first?
I actively avoided this movie
Mm-hmm.
pretty much my entire life.
Okay.
See, you know, the previous, this came out in 97, and the years previous to this was just flooded with Jim Carrey movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
In 94 alone, I think we had Ace Ventura, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber.
Right. He had 3 blockbusters in one movie, 1 year. Yeah.
And then we also had Batman Forever, Ace Ventura 2, The Cable Guy.
Mhm.
So between all those, I had surpassed my capacity to imbibe Jim Carrey.
I'm with you.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Mhm.
So I have avoided it, and I've seen bits and pieces here and there.
Sure.
I'm aware of what the movie was about, but this was the first time I've ever sat down and watched the movie from beginning to end.
Okay.
All right. I'm sure we'll get into your thoughts of doing that.
does your I don't want to call it hatred, but does your dislike of Jim Carrey still ring true today?
So Jim Carrey, I think, definitely evolved into a more palpable actor. You know,
Yeah.
some of his later roles that he took on, and really, the Truman Show, everything beyond that, I found it to be digestible.
Yeah.
But his cartoon characterness, it really hits prime when I was in high school. Ace Ventura came out when I was like my sophomore year in high school. And that's really, at that time, it spoke to me because he was an obnoxious asshole. And let's face it, sophomores in high school are all obnoxious assholes.
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
Right.
I see
But I
myself in him.
But I grew out, I mean, you know, people talking with their ass, you know, at the time, that's peak comedy for a sophomore in high school.
Excuse me.
But I think,
Ask you a question.
I think I grew out of my assholeness
Yeah.
faster than my peers.
Mm-hmm.
And so by the time this came out in 97, I was just done.
Yeah.
And like I said, there are other things that have come along since I definitely have found to be more enjoyable. His acting style has definitely broadened from just being a rubber-faced buffoon.
Yeah.
But at this point, yeah,
Just wasn't your cup of tea.
no.
Mm-hmm. I get it. It's a lot.
Yeah, it was quite a bit. Speaking of which, Brian, tell
Yes.
us what this movie is about.
Okay, so Fletcher Reed is the kind of man who can argue his way out of anything. A talented lawyer who wins cases, impresses clients, and breaks promises without ever slowing down. He tells himself he's working hard for his son Max, but Max only sees the empty chair at dinner and another missed birthday. After one more disappointment, Max makes a simple wish that his dad can't lie, just for one day. Well, The next morning, Fletcher's carefully constructed world collapses. Truth pours out of him whether he wants it to or not, humiliating him at work, sabotaging his cases, and forcing him to confront the person he's become. What begins as chaos turns into clarity. Without lies to hide behind, Fletcher is confronted with the things he's avoided. The hurt in his ex-wife's voice, the disappointment in his own reflection, and most importantly, the quiet hope in his son's eyes. Because for the first time in his life, winning doesn't mean winning a case. It means not breaking his son's heart.
Oh,
It's so sweet.
you went so deep on this one.
I did. I wanted to create an antithesis to a Jim Carrey.
Well, you did a great job.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Like
Thank you.
always. Always you do.
And how did Liar Liar do in the box office?
Oddly enough, its budget was about $45 million. Its worldwide total was over $302 million.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I think most of that has to do with Jim Carrey being in it.
Damn.
This is just kind of after his peak.
Mhm.
So the box office was still kind of writing his name.
Well, no wonder. I mean, like you just said, like how many of those movies came out in this short time frame between
Oh, yeah.
94 and 97? Like
Mm-hmm.
they were riding that cash cow.
Now, I think this one was a little bit of a gamble because I think this was his first movie after Cable Guy. And Cable Guy didn't quite land. It really confused the audience. So,
Where's that rubber faced buffoon that I love so much?
right. So
Bring it back, bring it back.
this was almost like his
This was-
movie redemption story.
But the difference also is this was like his first really foray into playing an adult.
Yeah.
Every other character he played up to this point was very childish.
Yeah.
Or a caricature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so this was him playing a grown-up dad
Mhm.
with all his flaws and everything else, but he was playing a grown-up, whereas everyone else, Lloyd Christmas was just basically a giant child.
Right.
Ace Ventura, a giant child.
Uh-huh.
The Cable Guy, I don't know what you would describe that character as, but yeah,
Like-
there was
It's the child that becomes a serial killer.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah, in its first weekend, it opened at number 1, and it stayed near the top of the box office for weeks.
Wow.
and it
Okay.
actually finished up the 7th highest grossing film of the year.
Not too shabby.
No, not shabby at all.
Number 1 that year was Titanic
Oh,
with 1.84 billion.
that is insane.
What's that one about?
I think it's about a canoe.
Hey, fuck you, Rose. There was room on that door.
Lost World Jurassic Park was second that year at 618 million. And then we also had Men in Black, Tomorrow Never Dies, Air Force One, and As Good as It Gets. Those were the only movies that were ahead of Liar Liar in 1997.
Those were some solid movies. What a good year for movies.
No kidding.
Hey,
You know-
Justin,
Uh-huh.
get off my plane.
It's really funny that you brought up Titanic though, because when my wife was trying to figure out which movie to do, she's like, "How much would you guys hate me if I said Titanic?"
Funny story, my wife and daughter are watching Titanic right now.
No kidding.
Oh, wow. Hey, good for you for being out of the house.
Right?
I'm like,
I wish I could
I
be
do
here.
enjoy that Kate Winslet scene.
Oh, hey, Seth. Draw me like one of your French girls.
But that's like one scene out of 4
I know.
hours.
And I don't know if I can force myself to suffer through 3 hours plus just for a few moments of Kate Winslet's boobs.
I mean, you could YouTube it.
I believe I saw Titanic in the movie theater with my then girlfriend on a Valentine's Day.
I did
No
too.
kidding.
Oh, we're suckers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't remember when I saw it.
Yeah?
It was not in the theater for sure.
Oh, you missed out.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet I did.
What a good movie.
So good.
Hey, talking about movies.
Yeah.
Liar Liar was the 5th highest grossing Jim Carrey movie. Do you guys got any guesses of what other of his movies grossed higher than this?
Oh man, it's got to be Ace Ventura, right?
No.
No.
What about Dumb and Dumber?
Nope. That's number 10 on the list.
Oh, wow.
At 247 million.
Holy shit. That one still made $247 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
What about the Grinch?
The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Yes, $345 million. That's number 2.
Number 2. I got the number 2.
You got the number 2.
Yeah, smell that?
Yeah, I smell where you're stepping in. Man, that like Ace Ventura. Like you've named all the ones that I know.
Okay, what about The Mask?
Mask was number 3 at $351 million.
Oh, that was
All
a
right.
terrible movie.
Yeah, it was.
That was
Although,
awful.
what's her name was hot. That was her film debut.
Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, that was her film
Okay,
debut. She
all
was
right.
smoking.
All right,
was
number
hot.
1 was Bruce Almighty, $484 million worldwide.
I have seen that.
And number 4 was Batman Forever at $336 million.
Makes sense.
What was he in Batman Forever?
He was the Riddler.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then the fifth one?
5th was Liar Liar
Oh, Liar, Liar.
at $302 million.
I think that Batman though, that one's kind of like it's not a Jim Carrey movie.
Right,
It's a
that kinda-
Batman
yeah.
movie. That's why it made so
Kinda,
much
yeah,
money.
It snuck in with Jim Carrey in it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Justin, how did this movie hit with critics?
I was kind of shocked here. Rotten Tomatoes has a certified fresh score of 83% based on 63 reviewers.
I'm sorry, say that again?
83%
Oh, my.
based on 63 reviews from critics.
Were these new reviews or old reviews?
I have no idea. I don't dig that deep. The popcorn meter was at 75% based on over 250,000 viewer ratings.
I have no faith in the popcorn meter.
That is do you notice though the popcorn meter always says 250,000? It's always 250,000.
Maybe they cap it.
Yeah, maybe they do cap it.
But yeah, 83% on 83% based on 63 reviews from critics.
I wonder when they reviewed it. Reviewed it today or reviewed it back in 97?
We do talk about that a lot.
We do.
You know.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what it is. It came out and that's when they reviewed it. That makes the most sense, right? Like if you were to watch it today, there's so many things that are like, whoa. That's not good.
You know, I gotta say though, I think I liked it better today than I did when I saw it the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure we'll get into that.
Oh,
but
heck yeah.
yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 83%. It's a B minus.
Maybe the critics were just kissing Jim Carrey's ass.
That could be. I mean, his like we've just talked, like the movies he's in make a lot of money,
Yeah,
or they did anyway.
right.
Well, this movie was written by Paul Guay and Stephen Mazur. They're a writing duo who frequently collaborated through the 90s and early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Some of their other major credits include The Little Rascals, Heartbreakers, Jingle All the Way, 2, Benchwarmers.
I didn't know there was a second Jingle All
Two.
the Way.
I didn't either. There was a second Benchwarmers.
Yeah. And Undercover Brother, 2.
They're the sequel gods.
They were cranking out the sequels of not that great movies.
Right.
Who do you call whenever you need a sequel?
Paul Guay and Stephen Mazur, apparently.
There you go. That's my guys.
The film was directed by Tom Shadyac.
Who?
Shadyac.
Shadyac.
I'm guessing that's the pronunciation. Don't hold me to it.
Wow, say that 5 times real fast. That's tough.
Caddyshack.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Who clearly, this guy in his major film work had a type. His major films included Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Nutty Professor, Liar Liar, Bruce Almighty, and Evan Almighty.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. He's been with Jim Carrey.
A few times,
Uh-huh.
and when he's not, it was with Eddie Murphy or Steve Carell.
Okay.
So he likes the goofy.
He likes big, obnoxious comedians.
He's a goof.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's so his major film work has all been in big, broad studio comedies, where he really relied more on performer energy.
Mhm.
But what's interesting, he suffered a severe head injury in 2007 following a bicycle accident,
Oh no.
and then completely shifted his career focus
Yeah.
and moved into directing and producing socially conscious documentaries, including I Am, which features intellectual and spiritual leaders talking about what's wrong with the world,
Oh boy.
and Happy, which was a worldwide journey in search of what really makes people happy.
I thought you were going to say he started to venture into porn.
I mean, We all
Probably
have
would've
hobbies, Brian.
Right.
You would
That's
have done
true.
better in porn, I'm sure.
You got the same title. Happy.
Well, that's who was behind the camera. Let's talk about who was in front of the camera. Who you got, Justin?
All right, first on my list, I have Fletcher Reed, played by Jim Carrey.
I just want to get from my car to the office without being confronted by the decay of Western society. Plus, I'm cheap.
I mean, who doesn't and who isn't? Fletcher is a fast-talking, morality-flexible lawyer whose career is built on bending the truth until he's magically forced to tell only the truth for 24 hours.
This was, I think, a transition movie. And we touched on this already for Jim Carrey, where he's still in very much rubber body mode, but starting to move towards mainstream studio comedy.
Yeah.
Like, Jim Carrey's a lot in these movies.
A lot.
He is a lot.
Uh-huh.
But man, like, physical actor, like, take notes if that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he was so good at physical acting.
Like he had a true rubber face,
He sure did.
you know, and like it or hate it, he did it well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't particularly like it,
Right. No, I get it.
but he was good at it.
He was the acting equivalent of an IPA. You know?
You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it.
It's a very, very acquired taste. And if you hate it, you hate it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you love it, it's amazing.
Right. Yeah, that's a great analogy. Excuse me while I take a sip of my IPA.
I just did the
Likewise,
same. It was- I love it. I love the IPA.
I love IPAs.
Justin, do you love the hardcore physical acting
I'm not a huge fan
or
of
physical humor? I guess.
it. You know, I'm not a huge fan of that. I think it's like, to me, it's kind of like a crutch.
Mhm.
Like, is he really a good actor or is he just distracting?
It's a good question. And I think back to some of the other movies we've watched.
Mhm.
I typically enjoy chaos agents.
Mhm.
Art Weingartner in Burbs, I loved. Stanley Spadowski in UHF,
you're right.
I loved. And both of those share some commonalities. And Tom Hanks, even in the Burbs, there's a physicality, there's a boisterousness, there's an over the topness, but they're balanced out by something else.
Right.
There is no balance for Jim Carrey in this movie.
Right. Like, even whenever he wasn't like over the top, he was still just like right under that bar.
Mhm.
Whenever, like, before the wish happened and he was the lawyer and lying about everything, he was still a lot. But once, like, I get the over the top part. Like, if somebody is a lot and then now you're all of a sudden you can't lie, it's gonna like freak you out and you're gonna be over the top. And like, I get where it came from, but man, like, there was no balance. There really just wasn't. And even like at the end, whenever he was doing his heartfelt stuff, it wasn't convincing because there was never any heartfelt anything towards anyone or anything at all.
Yeah, we'll get into that
Mhm.
as we move along.
Let me ask you guys, what Jim Carrey roles have you enjoyed the most?
Truman Show.
I liked Eternal Sunshine.
I like that. That was on my list.
It was the first time I saw him be not physical, like physical acting,
Mhm.
physical comedy,
Mhm.
you know, and I really enjoyed his more serious stuff.
There's a movie, The Number 23,
Never
I've
saw
seen
a
that
one.
psychological thriller kind of thing where he's basically going insane, seeing the number 23 everywhere,
Mhm.
which was pretty dang good.
Okay.
You know
I
what
would
other
watch that.
You know what other movie of his I really enjoyed, and it was a fun ride? That was Yes Man.
Yeah.
I really like that.
I don't think I've seen that
I
one
don't think I've seen it, but I'm aware of it because, again, this kind of, I was in boycott mode.
Sure,
still.
sure. I watched that movie not wanting to, and I did, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But he was not Mr. Rubberface.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
refreshing.
I like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like, I like it when those really funny actors do cross over
Mhm.
and show their acting chops and
Real
like what they
chops,
can
yeah.
actually do, you know.
I agree.
All right. Well, who else we got?
All right, next up I have Audrey Reed, played by Maura Tierney.
I don't have to care about that anymore. I don't care. That's the magic of divorce.
Audrey is Fletcher's ex-wife who's trying to build a stable life for their son while navigating Fletcher's unreliability and charm.
She's a cutie.
She is a cutie.
I have had a crush on Maura Tierney for a really long time.
Yeah, what else has she been in?
So I first became aware of her on the show News Radio.
Yeah. She was on News
She was
Radio.
Lisa.
Mhm.
And right from there, then she was on ER for several seasons as
Yep.
Nurse Abby.
Okay.
And there's just something. She's a cutie patootie.
She's like girl next door cute.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Approachable. You could have a beer with her,
Mm-hmm.
and if you got the chance, you would just make out with her in the backseat of the car. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Hi, Maura.
Right?
No, but let's talk about the character though,
Mhm.
because she's the kind of, I guess, a bit of a counterbalance to Fletcher's ridiculousness.
Mhm.
But I kind of think there may have been a bit of ridiculousness on her own part, just in a different way, shape, or form.
I got that impression too.
Right.
And I also got the impression that as a character, she was a lot in the middle ground. She wasn't strong. She kind of leaned a little weak.
Yeah, for sure. She gave in a lot.
Right.
And she made some pretty big choices on essentially a whim.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think she was kind of pushed into those choices based on her ex-husband's behavior.
So this is the thing, though, about this movie. In other movies, we have a larger span of time, so you
Right.
can see the case being built over time. And I know that I'm sure there have been things building and building and building, but she starts this movie kind of wavering about a major choice. But within 24 hours of basically her ex-husband having the exact same behavior he's had up to this point, she shifts to hardcore, we're moving to Boston. And I'm like, that doesn't feel right.
Which brings up a really big question of mine that we'll get to later.
All right. I'm
Yeah.
excited because I bet we have the exact same question.
I think so too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Other things you may have seen her in, beyond News Radio and ER and Liar Liar. She was in The Affair, Primal Fear, and a movie I just recently watched and really enjoyed, The Iron Claw, which was a movie about the Von Erich wrestling family.
Yeah, the Von Erichs.
I've not seen any of those.
I grew up watching the Von Erichs wrestle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, who else we got?
Next up, I have Max Reed, played by Justin Cooper.
He's not allowed to lie. I made a wish, and anything Dad says today has to be the truth.
So Max is Fletcher's son, whose birthday wish causes the truth-telling chaos, hoping his dad will finally become honest.
What a haircut.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a bowl cut of bowl cuts.
that poor kid.
I do have to say he was not as annoying as I have found a lot of other child actors to be.
Yeah, I thought he did a pretty decent job.
He did okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
mean, as
think
far as
okay
kids
is the
go.
way to go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Now, he
wasn't-
was supposed to be, what, 4 or 5?
Something like
I
that.
think it was his 5th birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty young for an actor.
Yeah, and we've seen some shitty actors.
Yeah.
Like shitty child actors. And
This is better than Robbie and Poltergeist.
yeah, absolutely. And he's younger than Robbie.
Yeah.
You know, so give him a little
A
credit.
lot better teeth, too.
You know, there was one thing this kid did pretty good, and that was the deadpan.
Mm-hmm.
He gave off the disappointed vibe really, really well.
Oh, man. Yeah, he did.
For a 5-year-old.
right.
Yeah.
But I actually had to go to IMDb to see if it was the same kid or not, because I was like, is this the same kid from the Santa Claus? Because he's got the exact same haircut, a lot of the same mannerisms.
That's a good point. Was it?
No.
Oh, okay.
They apparently just had a type for these absentee father movies.
The kid must have a bowl cut.
But this kid was in a few other things, wasn't he?
He was, no, not really. He was in Dennis the Menace Strikes Again, the sequel to Dennis the Menace.
Yeah.
And then after that, he kind of pretty much just left acting and, from what I understand, moved on to radio production.
Okay.
Who else?
Next up, I have Jerry, played by Carrie Elwes.
But the thought of you and I together just makes too much sense to ignore. Now I'm ready. I think you're ready. I love Max. You love Max. It's right. It fits. So what do you say?
Fuck you, Jerry. Jerry's Audrey's kind, responsible fiance who represents the stable and dependable life Fletcher struggles to live up to.
You know who he reminded me of?
Who?
Somebody from a movie you've already referenced.
Who
He
was that?
reminded me of the stepdad in The Santa Claus.
Oh, played by Judge Reinhold.
Played by Judge Reinhold.
Maybe that's why I hate him so fucking
Yeah.
much. No, I thought Jerry, like, I don't know if it was the actor. I don't know what it was. It was like he was trying to sound like Jim Carrey, but in a nice way.
So
He was still over the fucking top, like way over the top. Nice.
Right.
I
But
think
with like the inflection and
yeah,
everything.
Carrie Elwes is a great actor. He was in The Princess Bride. He's Wesley.
Yep.
He was in Days of Thunder, Hot Shots. He was in Robin Hood, Men in Tights, The Crush, Twister, Saw. His acting filmography runs the gamut of everything from slapstick comedy to psychological thriller. And they put this guy in the most bran flake role
They did.
they possibly could have. Now, from what I also understand, though, this was partly his choice. Like I think this was originally written for this guy to be more adversarial. He did not want to play the stepdad type character in a way that could be portrayed as a villain. So he wanted him to be super nice and super likable. In the process, though, he made this the most boring character I've ever seen on screen.
Well, he almost took it too far to where it's like he was so overly nice. It's like, what are you hiding?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like you
It
got
was
some
creepy.
skeletons in your closet.
It was
yeah,
so creepy.
for sure.
It's like, it's like, hey, Max, let's go play ball. And I'm going to go hide my knives that I'm going to use to stab someone in the park later for shits and gigs.
and he was an excellent enunciator.
Yes. Well, and I think part of that, again, he's a British actor, and he was trying almost too hard. And even in that clip we just heard, you can hear that little snips of that British accent coming out. And he is better at hiding that than this.
You know, what kills me about that, though, is like, why not just be British? Nobody's going to question why your
No.
boyfriend's British.
Right.
Nobody's going to watch this movie in this small part. Just use your accent. You know, like maybe that would actually make you sound more
Oh,
sexy.
yeah,
And
that's a good point.
why
That's a
would
good point.
like why do they hide it?
Although
you know?
I do think his overacting of the niciness made sense at the end. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
When she didn't stay, it's almost like, now I see through that too.
He is
I don't know.
so milquetoast, though.
Oh, yeah, he is.
So dull in a creepy way.
Oh yeah,
But I just don't.
like he's got bodies in the basement.
Anyone could have played this role. Why did they take this super talented guy who is well known, well before this movie came out,
Yeah.
to play this side character turd?
You know, this would have been perfect for Judge Reinhold.
I
He
agree.
would have been!
I agree with you.
It's right up his alley.
Absolutely.
They need to want another bodyguard.
All right, who else we got?
All right, next up I have Miranda, played by Amanda Donahoe.
Will you let the judge decide what's true? That's what he gets paid for. You get paid to win.
Miranda is Fletcher's demanding boss whose ruthless legal style mirrors Fletcher's old habits.
I think she represents a few things in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And more than anything, I think she is supposed to be a constant reminder of who Fletcher was as he goes through his evolutionary quote unquote journey.
Yeah.
But she shows a lot of ambition, some ruthlessness, the same kind of characteristics we see in Fletcher at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
Right.
just like the girl version.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's really hot.
She was oddly very
There was no
attractive.
oddly.
She was very attractive, sultry. She would have been a dominatrix, I
Yes.
think.
Oh, yeah. She would have put that high heel right on your chest.
But I think
She probably has a ball gag in her briefcase at all times, just in case.
Just in case.
And a gimp mask.
You never know.
No, she
You
makes me
never know.
carry it around. I think this character was grossly underdeveloped.
Yes.
Big time.
Mhm.
Like, where did all this come from?
Right. And I think that in the first act, she's pretty present.
Mhm.
And then she just falls off other than to make a few spiteful things, but then just gone.
Yeah.
You know?
So I think my problem with this one is they didn't make who she was really known whenever she first got on screen.
Right? Is she
Because-
a partner?
I had to stop like just pause the movie, pull out the cast list, and be like, "Who is this?" Like, and it was her, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So it wasn't really apparent who she was, what her role was, like,
right.
What part are you playing in this? Like, yeah, they could have developed her a little bit
what
better.
confused me is she kept talking to him about enticing him about being a partner when there was a separate partner meeting and she was not a part of it.
Right. Why are you not in there?
Right. Was she the managing partner's daughter? I don't know. There's a lot more of that story that wasn't told. She was, highly underdeveloped.
Yeah, I agree.
So other things you might know Amanda Donahoe from, she was on L.A. Law. She was also in The Madness of King George. And I'm sure that you guys have watched this one. Starship Troopers 3, Marauder.
I haven't even seen Starship Troopers 1.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Watch it.
No.
I'm going to make you.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to make you.
Hey, Justin. I've never seen it either.
No? Make both of you watch it.
Oh, no.
Put it in your Palm Pilots. It's happening.
I got a BlackBerry.
It's in the queue.
All right, who else?
All right, last on my list is Samantha Cole, played by Jennifer Tilly.
I want my money. I am not going to end up a 31-year-old divorcee on welfare because my scumbag attorney had a sudden attack of conscience.
Samantha is Fletcher's client in a messy divorce case whose lies unravel spectacularly once Fletcher loses the ability to bend the truth.
I thought this was an odd casting choice.
Oh, yeah?
Jennifer Tilly, to me, in everything that I remember her being in, is annoying. and when you put an annoying actress in a scene with an annoying actor, Jim Carrey,
they're competing.
And so I thought this was a very odd casting choice. I thought she played what she was supposed to be fairly well, but I could not escape my history of Jennifer Tilly.
So I don't know Jennifer Tilly. What else has she been in?
Well, she actually got an Oscar nomination for her role in Bullets Over Broadway.
Didn't see it.
She was also in Bound,
Nope.
The Bride of Chucky,
no,
and she's the voice of Bonnie in Family Guy.
Oh,
Joe's wife.
Okay, I've seen that.
Yeah, that's something.
I've seen a few of those.
She was in a bunch of like 80s B-roll movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Jenny Tilly
and the voice. Ugh, the voice. Nails on a chalkboard.
She's kind of like a human Betty Boop.
Betty.
She's got a couple of boops on her.
Yep.
Yes, she does.
But the voice and the figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy her in some ways.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I can enjoy her for about 4 seconds, and then I'm done.
But as far as the character, it's a caricature.
It is.
She is playing a straight up gold digger.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Man, like if you were in that position and there was a guy that was like, hey, I will give you $2.4 million to walk away, I'm going to take it.
Oh, heck yeah.
Especially because she ended up with like 11. It wasn't that much more. I mean, you got $2 million.
Well, that's a lot more. 11's a lot more than 2.
But still, I'm taking
It's
the
math.
2.4 and I'm walking
It's
away.
like 9 more than 2, 11.
You did pass math in school, right?
No. I never learned to read.
Oh.
Now, I also want to give a shout out to another actor I really enjoyed in this movie, and that was the Judge Marshall Stevens.
Yeah.
He was played by Jason Bernard. He's been in some stuff.
Well, not after this. Passed away, I think, before the film hit the screen.
Did it really?
Well, weirdly enough, he was also in Air Force One of that same year.
Oh.
He was a busy guy.
Yeah. L.A. Law is what I mostly knew him from.
Yeah.
Mr. Reed, it is out of sheer morbid curiosity I'm allowing this freak show to continue.
That's a great quote. That's a great quote. And he sounds better saying it than I did.
I feel like maybe he stole that from you.
No. I'm going to give
around? Okay.
I'm going to give credit where credit's due. That's the late Jason Bernard's genius right there.
Okay.
I didn't know he passed away.
I'm going to double check, but I'm sure in researching, I came across that he passed away. In fact, I think in the credits, there's a dedication to him in it.
Interesting. Yeah, I would hate for his family to listen to this podcast and learn this, learn of his passing from us.
He's dead?
What?
Oh, man. Long time, too.
Ooh, I like the music.
What do you guys say we talk about some more beer?
Yeah, I like it. Let's
I like
do it.
talking about beers.
We've moved on to our second beer of the podcast. This is O'Fallon Brewing's Dad's Original Oatmeal Stout. Justin, you brought this to the table. Tell us all about it.
I did. So I found this pretty interesting because you guys had both picked IPAs for your beers, and I was like, man, I gotta not pick an IPA. So I was looking. There's so many choices for IPAs that went along with this movie, and I was trying real hard to find something that wasn't an IPA. So I went with this just because it says dad on it, and Fletcher was a dad.
Hey, that's
fine.
Yeah, it's what it is.
We've had more tenuous connections to our beers.
Right. But I did not know, because we've been to O'Fallon Brewing Company numerous times. And
which has since gone or went out of business.
They did, yeah. So I was really shocked to see this, and I was like, how old is this beer? Like, why is it in here? And then read on the box that Urban Chestnut, which is another St. Louis brewery, bought the recipes and the namesake, and they still put out some of O'Fallon's beers, and I think that's really kind of nice.
That is kind of cool.
I hope more O'Fallon beers come back to the market.
I hope so too.
Oh, do you remember the O'Fallon Weech?
Ooh,
the
Weech wasn't bad.
Weech was pretty
the
good.
Wheat with peach.
Weech was a great lawn mowing beer.
Mm-hmm.
My personal favorite was the hemp hop rye.
Oh, that was a
Hemp
good
Hop
one.
Rye was good. And there's one more that was really good, and that was the King Louis Stout.
The toffee stout.
That was a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That was dessert in a glass right
It
there.
was.
Yeah, O'Fallon Brewing, when they were in their prime, opened up a big brew pub right around the corner from where I was working at the time. So I had many a liquid lunch at O'Fallon. So it's good to get to see them on the shelves again.
I remember before we started brewing, we did a lot of research, and we went to O'Fallon Brewing one night and sampled all their wares.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So good. It's a shame that they closed down. That was a nice tap room too.
Yeah, that was a sweet place.
It was.
But
So
yeah, what do we think about this?
It's very sweet.
Yeah, so
Right off the top.
I'm not getting a ton of the oatmeal. It's very sweet. It's not bad though. I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I'm only a third of the way through the bottle at this point, but right now I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's going to get better and worse as we drink it. I think it's going to get better as it warms up a little bit, as most stouts do. But I think the sweet's probably going to wear on my palate a little bit.
Probably.
It also feels rather light-bodied
For a stout.
for a stout.
Yeah.
I know. I kind of want to pour it in a glass and see what's going on here.
And I'm missing some of that roasty notes that I usually enjoy from a stout.
It's a bit thin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's missing the roastiness. I think that would do a lot for this. I think I do get the oatmeal, but it's kind of at the back end. Like after you've swallowed and it just kind of like sits there for a minute. I get that oatmeal cookie flavor, but I wish there was some more roastiness in it.
If you would not tell me what this was and you just hand it to me, I would have put it more in the camp of a lager in terms of flavor.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
That thin. I'd have gone more of like a brown.
Yeah.
It's like an oatmeal brown.
I
instead of
get
a
that.
stout.
I can
But
see that.
I'm not upset drinking this.
No.
Not at all.
Not right now, anyway.
No.
We'll check back in later.
We will.
All right, so what do you guys say we jump into the nitty-gritty of this movie?
Let's do it. Minute to win it.
We start the film off by meeting Max, Fletcher's son. And he's at school, and he's talking to his class about what his dad does for a living.
My mom's a teacher.
And your dad?
My dad, he's a liar.
A liar? Oh, I'm sure you don't mean a liar.
Well, he wears a suit and goes to court and talks to the judge.
Oh, I see. You mean he's a lawyer?
Kind of,
Boy,
yes.
how similar are those two things?
Liar, lawyer.
In the perception of people who think about they know lawyers,
Right.
you know? Liar, lawyer.
Yeah.
I mean,
kind of the same
you
thing.
know, the profession of law kind of gets a bad rap because, you know, one bad liar
Mm-hmm.
ruins the profession for 99 other honest, good lawyers.
Yeah. Yeah, I've met some really great ones.
Yeah.
And seen the work that they do, and they're amazing. But man, like, I don't know. Like, if you're a defense lawyer, that's got to be the hardest job. Like, I don't know how you sleep at night.
Now, from what I understand, law is a pretty specialized field. Like people who do defense attorneys don't typically handle divorce cases, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
That's a little fallacy of this movie too. Now, I once talked to a public defender,
Uh-huh.
and I asked her the question, "Hey, how do you defend somebody that you know is guilty?"
Uh-huh.
And she had a really good response.
Okay.
She said, "My job is not to prove their innocence if they're guilty. My job is to make sure they get a fair trial.
Man.
And it's up to somebody else to determine the outcome." And so that's how she told me how she sleeps at night, defending people she knows are criminals.
Dang. That would be tough for me.
Yeah, it is
Like,
tough, you know? What a weird spot to be in.
Like, what if you do a great job defending this person and they're found not guilty, but you know that they are. Like, that's
right. And then they go out and commit, you know, another,
I wouldn't want that on me.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
But on the topic of the movie,
Yeah.
let's get into Fletcher.
Okay.
He's a successful Los Angeles defense attorney and a devoted but unreliable father to Max. In fact, he's supposed to be coming to pick him up to go to see some, what's this? What are we supposed to see?
Wrestling. Yeah, they're going to wrestling.
And he's late because apparently he ran out of gas.
So, did you have any trouble finding the place?
Okay, I'm late. I'm sorry. I ran out of gas. The gauge is broken or something. Rough neighborhood, too. It's a good thing I was wearing neutral gang colors. Might have had to pull out my 9 and bust a cap. With my mind on my money, on my money, on my mind.
That was incredibly cringy.
Yeah, it was. And to be honest, I don't know why Max thought that was funny. Like, he's way too young to know what that even is.
Because when grown-ups say silly things, you just laugh. And beyond that, Fletcher overcompensates by dialing the Jim Carrey-ness up to 11 and doing the claw and chasing him all over. And suddenly, we're laughing and things are fun and good and all is forgiven.
Yeah, I'm going to mask my incompetencies with goofiness.
Right.
Sometimes
that works.
Yeah. Hey, we're all dads. We've done it before.
Right. Absolutely.
But basically, it's laid out there that Fletcher has a track record of repeatedly prioritizing his work over family. He lies to cover up miscommitments to Max and his ex-wife, Audrey. Audrey has moved on, and she's now with Jerry.
Yeah.
Who is planning to move to Boston, and he proposes to her at dinner and asks her to move to Boston with him.
Kind of a weak proposal.
Yeah.
It was very
It's
weak.
like, you love Max, I love Max, and you love Max. Of course she loves Max.
Right, she's mom.
He came out of her vagina. Yes, she's loved him for quite a while.
Is that the first time on the podcast anyone has mentioned the word vagina?
Oh,
I doubt it.
No, we did mention tangina.
Tangina. And even said tansgina.
Yeah.
I'd get into tansgina.
Yeah. Way to bring us onto the vagina bus, Seth.
Bringing up the V train. But yeah, he's just so...
You know immediately the kind of guy that he is.
Bland. boring.
Based on, yeah.
Maybe with bodies in his basement.
Right.
And you could see in her eyes, she's like,
You're nice.
Maybe.
And I'll go back to when we were joking around in our grab bag episode number 20. If it's not a hell yes,
right,
it's a no.
Exactly.
Dump his ass, but she doesn't.
No, she sure doesn't.
And so she kind of wavers, and then we move on.
And I can understand why she's still with him, because it's really hard to find somebody who loves your son.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. It's hard.
So I saw, when I was watching the movie, I saw that characteristic of him and was like, that goes a long way to a mom.
Mm-hmm.
And on just the level, he seems like a genuinely good guy.
Too good.
And given her track record with Fletcher,
mm-hmm.
I could understand how, he's a better alternative.
They've been together for 7 months.
He's a good practical choice.
What's that Will Ferrell movie with him and Wahlberg?
Oh,
yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember the name.
It's where they're their dads.
Yeah. So it's like she was with the Wahlberg character, and he was like, badass and tough and strong, crazy, whatever. And she's now with the Will Ferrell character, who's like real stable and calm and like
goofy,
yeah. Right? Like, is she really attracted to him, or is she just like, I need something that is stable for my kids?
So are you saying this is a common trope?
It could be.
Yeah.
But the next day is Max's birthday party,
mm-hmm.
and Fletcher promises that he'll be there.
Sure.
But at the office, he's forced into a meeting with Samantha Cole,
his boss.
No, his boss is
Miranda.
Oh, Miranda. Okay.
Samantha Cole is Jennifer Tilly. She's in there going through a divorce and this and that, and they're wanting to bring in someone. And Miranda met with a previous attorney who wanted to basically said, I'm not going to lie in court, and she's like, well, you're not good enough for this. I need someone who will. And Fletcher has a reputation for doing whatever it takes to win a case.
Mm-hmm.
And so she brings Fletcher in, and Fletcher puts on quite the show for Miranda and Samantha about how we can they'll be able to invalidate her prenuptial agreement and take her wealthy husband Richard to the cleaners.
Mrs. Cole, you're the victim here. The wife of a cold, distant workaholic, starved for affection, driven into the arms of another man.
7.
Yeah, whatever.
7.
You're not trying to get what is rightfully his. All you're insisting on is what is rightfully yours.
Yeah.
And maybe a fraction more. I think you're bending over backwards.
Yeah. Well, I did offer to give him joint custody of the kids. He is, after all, a wonderful father.
And how does he repay you? By dragging you through a painful litigation process. No, this can't happen! With all due respect, this isn't about you and Mr. Cole anymore. This is about all women. Where would Tina Turner be right now if she'd rolled over and said, hit me again, Ike, and put some steak on it?
Damn.
I love how his Canadianness slips through.
I was just getting ready to ask.
Process.
Is Jim Carrey Canadian because of the process? Is he? Okay.
It's process. Process.
Here in America.
But I think the director, gave a lot of latitude for him to kind of freewheel and riff. And in that process, I'm sure some of his natural tendencies came out.
So when I was researching this movie, I read a lot about how they shot it. And actually the shooting the movie took them much longer than they thought it would. Because they shot most scenes 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
One time, Jim Carrey, you be Jim Carrey. Over the top, do it. One shot, we're going to do it straight, how it's written.
Okay.
By the book. And then we're going to do a combination of both.
Interesting.
And so a lot of the scenes were shot 3 times where, and most of the shots used were that middle ground of, not how it's written, not Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey, but combining the two.
Oh, that's really interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Fletcher's boss, Miranda, is so impressed by his aptitude with the law that she shows her gratitude sexually.
She did.
Yeah.
She sure did.
And as a result, Fletcher misses Max's birthday party because he's just too busy having the sex.
I mean, sometimes it happens.
Do you blame him on this account?
Yes. Because no doubt.
Yes. I wish the audience could have seen your face right there.
Really? I mean, his boss was hot.
Yeah. Super.
Quite the temptress.
Oh, yeah.
But this is your 5-year-old son's birthday.
You know what? Your son is a young lad. He's going to have many birthdays.
Yeah. But there are some prices that are just going to be too big to pay.
So we've just realized that Seth is the moral authority of the show.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that, he wouldn't want to entertain the option. Not saying he wouldn't be like, hey, I'm into this.
I'll be back.
Yes. I have to go make... But the fact that, he basically just calls Audrey and say, I'm not going to make it, and blah, 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 while, Miranda's basically, right there getting naked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just what stood out to me in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Fletcher's biggest problem is not that he lies. It's that he's a selfish prick.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The lying is just kind of like, it's just a part of it.
Because so many of the lies...
It's a symptom of the greater problem, which
right.
is him being so selfish.
Exactly.
And so many of the lies that they present to us in the first act of the movie, that Fletcher is such a big liar, are honestly little white lies that anyone would tell.
Right.
To just get by in the normal day-to-day of living as a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to someone who's got really weird hair and saying, oh, no, that looks great. Talking to someone who has a giant zit on their nose and not calling it out. These are not absurd things to lie about. This is just normal existence as an adult human being.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of like, understanding that other people have feelings.
Yeah.
And you
Right.
don't want to hurt them. So there's...
the little white lie.
Right.
Yeah.
You're lying to be...
Nice.
Not a dick.
Yeah. His issue has not been
But he's
lying.
he's kind of both.
Right.
Yeah. But his biggest issue is not lying. It's being a selfish dick and being completely unreliable for the people who should matter most in his life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, wholeheartedly agree.
But Max, because he's 5, and quite frankly, 5-year-olds are dumb, doesn't understand that.
I wish that for only one day Dad couldn't tell a lie.
Why only one day?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, number one, this kid is stupid because, again, lying is not the problem here.
Right. He's also only 5.
I know. But 5-year-olds are, by their very nature, ignorant.
Yes.
And God bless them, they grow up to be less ignorant.
No offense to all the 5-year-olds who are listening to this podcast.
If you are 5-year-olds and listen to this podcast, you don't know what I'm talking about anyway.
Where's your
You're
parents?
an ignoramus.
Your parents are selfish pricks.
But lying is not the issue. But even if it was, why are you only saying for one day? Why qualify this?
Because of movie.
I know. And I get that. And we say that all the time.
We do. Yes. Because it's entertainment.
Because we have to.
And it's the story.
Because sometimes things are just written to be entertaining and not actually reflect the real life.
Because movies are an escape from real life.
Right. Now,
not a reflection of real life.
Can I draw some attention to this birthday party?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Because there is something that comes full circle here at the end of this movie that I thought was really interesting.
You're going to talk about the weird-ass clown?
I am going to talk about the weird-ass clown. My note was, that's an awful birthday clown. But just like notice the entire scene, though. Yes, there is an awful birthday clown. He sings an awful song.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember what he said, but it was terrible. I remember that. He looked like a hobo.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like they just picked up. It was like maybe the homeless guy that was asking for change. Maybe I don't know, but there's a shit ton of people in this house.
Yeah.
Right? Like probably aunts, uncles, cousins, friends of the family, you know, kids from school, like there's a ton of people at this birthday party.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep that in the back of your mind, because when we go to the end, I'm going to bring this whole thing around full circle.
Well, there's one big question I have about this birthday party.
What's that?
There are a lot of things going on at a birthday party on a fucking work night. This is a weeknight.
It is. And it's 8:15.
Yeah.
Why is the kid not in bed? He's 5. So you can gather all those people to your house on a work night, school night.
Yeah.
The clown is available.
Well, you know, I think a lot of people have already left because it was getting late. Because Mom had said that he didn't want to cut the cake until Dad got there.
There is still a lot of people
Still
around.
a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make excuses.
But who has a birthday party for their kid on a school night?
Right. Nobody.
Nobody.
Not that big of a party.
Yeah.
You know.
Not clown worthy.
Not clown worthy.
No.
But yeah, keep that mental image of what this party looked like until the end. And then we'll come back around.
So, anyway, back to the curse of Max, his wish. It takes effect.
Oh, right away.
Yeah, and Fletcher discovers immediately that he is physically unable to lie, evade, or withhold the truth.
That was incredible. Is it good for you?
I've had better.
Yeah. Not a thing you want to say.
No.
After having coital relations with a lady.
But this is more evidence to me that Fletcher's biggest problem is not lying. It's that he is inherently a dick. Because he didn't have to say, I've had better. He could have just said, it was good.
I
enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Instead, he went to the negative.
He wouldn't have been lying.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been lying.
Ooh, he was throwing out the negs.
I mean, I've had, if we talk about the beers we drank over the course of this show, there are many that aren't my favorite, but they're still decent. They're still good. I've enjoyed imbibing them.
Mm-hmm.
So why does he have to go to the negative to say, I've had better?
Because sex is like pizza.
Sometimes there's pineapples on it.
I would not choose pineapple on my pizza, but I will eat it and I will enjoy it. And if I've enjoyed it and you ask me, how was the pizza? I'm not going to say, oh, I've had better. I'd say, pretty good.
Right.
Because it was.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick.
No. Yeah, this is another example of he is a dick.
Yeah, he's a super dick.
Yeah. And
did you just say super dick?
Super dick.
Super dick. Dun, 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 dun.
In my mind, I just got a mental image of a penis with a cape.
Yeah, I did the same thing. That old one-eyed superhero.
Here I come to save the day.
Oh, did you just say come?
I
did. We were so off the rails.
Oh, this happens when we're 3 beers in an hour.
Whoa, that's all it's been? Good golly, no wonder.
Yeah. Anyway. So, ultimately, that isn't received very well. And beyond that moment, his honesty continues to cause immediate chaos in his life.
Hi.
Hi.
New in the building?
Yeah, I just moved in Monday.
Oh, you like it so far?
Mm-hmm. Everybody's been real nice.
Well, that's because you have big jugs. I mean, your boobs are huge. I mean, I want to squeeze them. Mama.
Mama.
Now, there's a couple things here I want to bring out. Number one, this ends with one of your favorite things, Justin, a cartoon sound effect.
Oh, yes. Oh, gotta love it. The whoopsh.
And number two, again, more evidence that his problem is not lying. It's that he's just a fucking asshole Because just because this woman has voluminous boobs, why do you have to
point that out
and go into mama and make suckling noises?
Okay. You know what's funny? I didn't realize where I got it from, but it was from this movie.
Okay.
I've joked around for decades, and I've said the mama. I've done that, and I did not realize it was from this movie.
Like, give me an example of when you would do that.
When is it appropriate to do that, Brian?
That's between myself and my wife.
Okay, fair enough. But why does a lack of the ability to lie
turn into
being a lecherous fucking prick?
Yes, I agree.
So he's really not, like, his curse is not to not lie, right? His curse is to, like, have zero filter and say exactly what's going through his head in the moment.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what this comes down to.
Well, you know, it adds to the humor of the situation of the movie, and I get it. But in reality, if somebody was made not to lie, they still wouldn't say that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it would only be, like, point blank questions, like yes or no's, really.
Yeah.
You know, like, they'd say, you know, is the table red? And you'd be like, no. You know, like, it would be matter of fact questions.
Sure.
Rather than just point at, well, it's because you have huge jugs. You know, like, you're not going to say that.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
right.
Why would you?
You didn't have to add on anything. Everyone's been really nice to me. Oh, that's great to hear. Hope you
Right.
enjoy your time here.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you had to do, and they've been done.
And that's not a lie.
No.
But again, it's not as funny.
Right.
For the movie.
Because he's a dick.
Right. And it just goes to reinforce the
But I mean,
fact that he is.
They really did make him out to be that stereotypical workaholic dick. Like, you don't really like him. Like, you can't like him.
Right.
Before he stopped lying, you know, like, or before he started telling the truth, like all aspects of him, he was a stereotypical workaholic asshole.
And I think, you know, you bring up a good point. Even though he has to tell the truth, it does not change his character.
No.
Right.
He is still a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that's important for the story.
Right.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
So from here, we go into a moment where he's walking down the hallway of his office, and he's now at this point fully aware that he can't tell a lie.
Mm-hmm.
And we get a kind of a juxtaposition, because we see it's the same. He's interacting with the same people he interacted with earlier in the movie, walking down the same hallway where he told a lot of half-truths and told a lot of white lies.
Mm-hmm.
But now he is encountering people, and he has no choice but to, quote-unquote, tell the truth.
Hi, Mr. Reed. Like the new dress?
Whatever takes the focus off your head. What's up, Fletcher? Your cholesterol! Fatty! Dead man walking! Hey, Fletcher! Hey, you're not important enough to remember! What's it gonna be, Mr. Reed? A pockmark, eventually! Don't ask! For God's sakes, don't ask!
So in those few seconds,
Another example of your point, Seth.
there was 4 different people he interacted with where he could have just, quite frankly, given a simple, short
Hello.
answer. Hello.
Yep.
Looks great. Instead, he went above and beyond to be a prick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hate this guy.
Yeah. I mean, she says, you know, how do you like my new dress? Even if he didn't like it, he could have just said, no, I don't like your new dress. You know, like, it's not what I would want to wear or want to see, whatever. But he took that extra step to be an asshole about it.
It's not as nice as the one you wore yesterday, or something else. Or
the
you know,
guy who said, what's up? He could have just said,
not
"Well,
much.
just living the dream."
Yeah.
You know, like,
heading to the office. But no.
no,
Your cholesterol, fatty.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's just an asshole.
A dead man walking.
Exactly. Like, he's just a dick.
Right.
I want to smack him in the face with a hammer.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what they want the audience to think.
Oh, for sure. They got to build up the villain before they can make the turn.
Agree.
But I think all this is supposed to be comedic value.
Sure.
It's supposed to laugh, but also want to impale him with a sharp object
And in
in the face.
In 1997,
Exactly.
in 1997, this was comedy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
This was 90s, like pure
There
90s
were so
comedy.
many great things about the 90s. This wasn't it.
You're right.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of examples of what is not great about the 90s in this movie.
Yeah, so goes into his office and he's, dealing with the fact that he cannot lie. We have a moment, I think he's trying to figure out a loophole.
Mm-hmm. The pen.
Yeah.
It's
like, can I write a lie?
Mm-hmm.
And so he has a blue pen. He's trying to write down that the pen is red, trying to start with something small and work his way up.
Right.
But he can't do it. Can't even write a lie. And this turns into a scene that felt like it was straight out of Army of Darkness, where apparently not only is being the inability to lie causes, you to be a overt asshole, it also makes your hand possessed by Satan.
Right. Exactly. You can't control your own hand
Can't
anymore.
control your own hand. And it's not even that he can't write a lie. The pen goes insane and basically writes,
The pen is blue. The pen is blue. Goddamn pen is blue.
All over his face.
all over his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an example of the over-reliance on the physical comedy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was too much. And there was a lot of that, and they leaned on that, and you could tell when they did.
But it was just stretching the premise beyond the breaking point for me.
Yeah.
I will say I do enjoy his assistant, Greta.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she was amazing. His secretary?
Yeah.
She was one of my favorite characters in the whole movie.
And she is, dry. She's got a good sense of humor about her. And she knows that he's a bullshit artist.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A willing participant in his bullshit.
Right.
But she still has this cutting wit, which I enjoy.
Yeah. Somewhere around this part, there was the pen is blue or whatever. He's coming to terms with this whole thing. And he says out loud, "I'm such a shit." And then the look afterwards was like, "Oh my God, I am, because I can't lie."
Right.
And like his face in that moment, it made me laugh out loud. I was like, "Oh, that's really funny," because he was actually telling the truth. Like, I'm such a shit. And then the realization of, oh my God, I really am, was really funny.
So anyway, Fletcher, who as we are, he's a defense attorney who is now assigned to a divorce case, goes to court. He's unable to lie, and he asks for a continuance.
Mm-hmm.
It's denied because apparently the inability to lie is not enough, for a lawyer to be able to get a court date pushed.
It's not a good cause.
And the judge sets the court proceedings to begin that afternoon.
Never happens.
No.
Fletcher tells Audrey that he's not going to be able to pick up Max like he promised because he now has to be in court and it's going to go on forever and blah, blah, blah. Audrey tells him that she's decided that she and Max are going to move to Boston with Jerry.
Yeah.
That they're going to go to Boston that night no, at this point she just says that we're going to move to Boston.
Right.
So here's the thing that I have a problem with in this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Fletcher is a lawyer.
Yeah.
He knows law. He's a defense attorney, not a divorce attorney, not a custody attorney. I get it.
But apparently if you're a defense attorney, you can also do divorce. So you know all law.
But you know the law, right? He has a custody agreement in place.
Uh-huh.
Because they share custody of the kid.
Maybe it's not really spelled out.
But you can't just be like, "Hey, I'm taking the kid and moving to Boston."
Right. 3,000 miles away.
So what? They're in LA, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So you can't just say, "Hey, ex-spouse, I'm taking the kids or kid and moving across the country." You can't do that without having some kind of a custody hearing and saying, "Here, like, prove that this is why they should go." And there's a lot of things that go along with that. I've been through it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can't, and somebody who knows the law wouldn't just sit there and be like,
"Well, you can't. No.
Please don't."
Right.
No, you have legal ground to stand on.
Sure.
Like, you can't just do that.
And you'd think an attorney would know that.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not just pleading your case to your ex-spouse to not do it.
But that doesn't, that doesn't make a movie.
And that willful suspension of belief.
Yeah.
Disbelief.
Some movies stretch it more than others.
And this one stretched.
They sure did.
Yeah.
So Fletcher, knowing that Audrey's talking about moving to Boston, is like, oh, don't go anywhere. I'm coming straight over. We can talk this through. He hops in his car. He drives like a man with reckless abandon and gets pulled over.
Because I'm an inconsiderate asshole.
You know why I pulled you over?
Depends on how long you were following me.
Why don't we just take it from the top?
Here goes. I sped. I followed too closely. I ran a stop sign. I almost hit a Chevy. I sped some more. I failed to yield at a crosswalk. I changed lanes in the intersection. I changed lanes without signaling while running a red light and speeding.
Is that all?
No. I have unpaid parking tickets.
It is a classic scene.
Yeah.
It is.
And then he says after that, be kind. Which is funny. I mean, it was humorous, and the humor was palpable right there, and it didn't rely on his physical acting.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't understand why the inability to lie, though, results in oversharing.
Again, the same point of... Yeah.
We're going to go back to that every single time.
There's so much stuff it doesn't. Anyway. So he ends up having to take a cab to see Audrey, and she was like, why are you in a cab? And so then she takes him back to the impound lot to get his car out. Now, this is a point, again, where I have an issue. If he got his car impounded for all these traffic violations,
how do you get it out?
How do you get it out?
Right. Don't you have to go to, like, traffic court first?
Yeah.
Well, and also, why is she paying?
And that's also a good question. She ends up paying
the bill. He's a lawyer. She's a teacher.
Well,
like, why
is she a teacher?
Why does he not have the money? Yeah.
Yeah,
in the very beginning.
At the very beginning, he says, my mom is a teacher and my dad is a liar.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. So they're still probably living with a lot of their lifestyle funded by Fletcher, because that's a pretty nice house for a teacher's salary.
Right. In California.
And what kind of teacher isn't working in the middle of a work day?
Right. Yeah. Well, she did say a couple of times.
She did explain that.
Like, I missed a class, so I don't know what teacher.
Maybe it's just college teacher.
She could have been.
I missed a meeting. I missed a department meeting, she said.
Okay.
Yeah. Who knows what she teaches?
I don't know. But why is she paying?
Yeah, good question.
They never showed him lose his wallet.
You know, and so while they're at the impound lot, Audrey and Fletcher argue about how he's not been there for Max, and Fletcher, I think, is at least at this point coming to terms with the truth
of who he is.
All right, now let me tell you something. I'm a bad father.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like what she says.
I'm a bad father.
She says
that's the turn right there where he finally realizes that he's a douchebag.
And she says, you're not a bad father when
you're there,
when you show up.
Yeah.
So he's not a bad father. Like, he's got the claw. Like, the claw's cool.
It's fun. It's giggly.
It's a thing.
But it's just hard to get him there.
Right.
To be a good one, you know.
He learns through Audrey, though, that the reason he can't lie is because Max made a birthday wish that he wouldn't be able to lie for 24 hours. And so Fletcher beelines it to Max's school.
To undo the wish.
Yeah.
You see, Max, sometimes grown-ups need to lie.
That's true.
It's hard to explain, but if... Look, here's a good example. When your mommy was pregnant with you, she gained a good 40 pounds. There was nothing she wouldn't eat, and Daddy was scared. But when she'd ask me, how do I look? I'd say, honey, you look great. You're beautiful. You're glowing. If I'd have told Mommy she looked like a cow, it would have hurt her feelings. Understand?
Could have used a better example.
Real beauties
Right.
on the inside.
That's just something ugly people say.
See, even in this moment, there are multiple instances where he cannot fight his instinct to be a horrible, horrible human being.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Even though he made that little turn, realizing he's a bad father, he's still a prick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And still just trying to get out of not being able to lie.
Right.
You know, like now I'm going to take my kid a birthday cake to
Redo
his school.
and redo a wish.
When I couldn't even make it to his birthday party.
Right.
But I'm going to do this at the school. Get rid of your wish for my benefit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's all about
Do
him.
this for me.
Super
For
selfish.
me.
Super selfish.
Right.
You're too dumb to understand, but do this for me.
Could you imagine calling your mom fat? My God.
She looked like a cow.
I got to tell you, when my wife was pregnant, I thought she was the most beautiful being on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
I thought that just enhanced her beauty. I don't know.
You're such a dick. Because now if I say it, I'm just going to sound like I'm ripping you off. What an asshole.
I just think that's such a magical moment in life.
Just lay it on thicker. Go
Well,
ahead.
see, now I'm lucky because I didn't see my wife pregnant.
Okay.
Yeah. She had her kid before we got together.
My
There you
wife
go.
was glowing and gorgeous and amazing and breathtaking and everything else.
Absolutely. It's such a magical time. It's
All the other positive adjectives Brian did not use.
I'm better than Brian.
Now, don't get me started on those swollen feet, though. Ew. No. Just
Ew,
kidding.
disgusting.
So anyway, he brings a cake. They got birthday hats. They look like fucking dorks sitting at a picnic table at recess.
Yep.
And he convinces Max to make a wish and blow out the candles. And so he does. How does he choose to go test to whether this worked or not?
Another hot chick.
He goes up to either a teacher or teacher's aide, don't know what. We don't hear what he says, but he makes some kind of comment that results in him getting smacked in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why is that why did you choose to test it that way? Because in the real world, I can see two circumstances coming from that. Number one, you're probably banned from school grounds.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, that teacher probably just got fired because she assaulted a parent. Fucking selfish douchebag.
So why didn't you just go with the pen again?
Right.
Go with the pen.
Go with the
Something
pen. Say, hey,
simple.
the picnic table's not green.
Or
it's
say,
yellow.
Hey, Max,
Exactly.
your hair looks really good today.
I love a bowl cut.
Yeah.
You look like a sheepdog.
No. Instead, he goes and sexually accosts a teacher.
Well, we've already established that he's not a good guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so from after this, he goes back to the office and he has no choice but to confess to his assistant Greta that he is no longer able to lie. And so she wants to put this to the test, and she asks him about a raise that she didn't get, and that he apparently had told her that he was going to give her money out of his salary to pay for this raise, but the partners wouldn't allow it, so it couldn't happen. Well, but now that he can't lie, he has to admit he made all that up. He didn't want to do it because he's a cheap asshole.
And she quits.
And as a result,
Good for
she
you, Greta.
quits.
Here's your raise.
Big middle finger.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing funnier than an old lady middle finger, is there?
It's great.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the best.
awesome. Yeah, that's peak comedy.
In here as well, there's a moment where she's talking about how she had a friend who someone broke into her house through the skylight, fell through the glass, stabbed himself in a kitchen knife, and he ended up suing her for $6,000. And she asked him, Fletcher point blank, "Do you think that's justice?" And he's like, "No, I would have got him 10.
Right.
And then she starts to walk away. It's like, no, wait, I didn't understand the question. Now that's a lie. That is a lie. He totally understood the question.
Oh, you caught him. You caught the movie.
Maybe. maybe he didn't understand it. We don't know.
I guess if you're taking it as he can't lie, then he just didn't.
Yeah.
All right.
But I see where you're coming from. That is, that can certainly be seen as a lie.
Yeah, but regardless, in this moment, even then, he's still supposedly coming to terms with the fact that he's been a bad dad and has all these issues. He still is such a dick.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Miranda, who has overheard this whole thing about how he can't lie, and Miranda is now jilted because, he had better.
Right.
Decides that he's going to use this to her advantage and get Fletcher fired. So she tricks him basically into insulting the senior partner at the firm, Mr. Allen. And he goes in and he basically said, she takes him into the partner meeting where all these people are meeting to talk about who will be the next partner. And she asked him point blank, Fletcher, what do you think about Mr. Allen? And he makes some big comment about how he's a bloated douchebag, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there's a moment of silence, and then everyone starts laughing, or Mr. Allen starts laughing, because in his eyes, if anyone's going to be insulting to him, it must be a joke. And they treat it like a big old roast.
That's the funniest damn thing I've ever heard. You're a real
This entire part, they could have done without this entire scene.
Absolutely, because
it didn't need to be in the movie.
No. Because once he starts rolling off here, because he now has to be asked to roast everybody.
Right.
You've met her at the Christmas parties. She's the one that gets plastered and calls him a retard.
Oh.
And you, Tom,
Yeah.
you're
Didn't age
the
well.
biggest brown nose I'd ever seen. You got your head so far up Mr. Allen's ass, I can't tell where you end and he begins. Priceless. You have bad breath caused by gingivitis. You couldn't get a porn star off. Your hairpiece looks like something that was killed crossing the highway. I don't know whether to comb it or scrape it off with a shovel and bury it alive. Loser! Idiot! Wimp! Degenerate!
Yeah. Even listening to that again, it was so annoying.
It was.
Yeah.
It didn't need to be in the movie.
Not one bit. Like that added nothing. Like it wasn't funny.
No, it wasn't funny. It was dumb.
And there's so you don't just throw around the R word.
Well, in 97, I guess it was still in vogue. But
there's so many other things.
It was even in a Salt and Pepper song.
Right.
Was
yeah.
It says 6 inches to the yard. Make me.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Screaming like a.
I mean, Black Eyed Peas
charted
a number, top 10 hit using that word.
Until they had to change it.
Until they had to change
it started instead. Yeah.
Let's,
oh, man.
Let's not. Let's not.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So Miranda's attempt to destroy Fletcher has now elevated him because he's a wild card. He's a straight shooter. He's outside the box.
He's what this firm needs.
Yeah. And so they're all going to come, Mr. Allen's going to come watch the court proceedings that afternoon. And, his Fletcher standing's really good. And as long as he does well, he's pretty much guaranteed to make partner.
Yeah.
Yippee.
Mm-hmm. In a very unbelievable way.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Back in court, evidence is being shared that indicts Samantha for breaking the terms of her prenuptial agreement.
With the pool boy.
Yeah. Proof that she's had an extramarital affair.
Oh, come on! Your Honor! How can it be proved that the male voice on that tape is not Mr. Cole himself?
You're such a better lover than my husband.
Your Honor, I object!
And why is that, Mr. Reed?
Because it's devastating to my case!
Overruled.
Good call!
So this was in court was really where everything else he was just a dick.
Yeah.
But in court was when it was actually kind of funny where he couldn't lie.
Right.
Because then it was really he could not lie.
Mm-hmm.
He was not he was actually telling the truth. And I thought the court scenes were the funniest part of this
Except
movie.
I also thought they were the weakest of the movie.
Yeah?
Yeah, and we'll get to them in just a moment
Okay.
why. But let's just work our way through what leads to that. Because he's not able to argue the case he wants to and can't get a continuance, he has to take a bathroom break.
Mm-hmm.
And while he's at the urinal, he hatches a plan. And he decides, or he realizes that if he has been beaten up, that, the case might have to continue.
What the hell are you doing? I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind?
But even though the judge suggests after Fletcher's been found beaten and bloody in a bathroom at his own hands, the judge says, we should delay the proceedings unless you feel you're able to continue. Now, this is a moment where Fletcher could have creatively told the truth that, I just don't feel like I'm up to, my best abilities.
Sure.
Or
even saying, I don't feel like I would be effective as her attorney.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a lie.
But instead, he's like, oh, yes, I can. And it continues. So he can't even, he's not even just an asshole. He's dumb.
Yeah,
he's really dumb.
He can't talk around the truth. He can't use the truth to talk around what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fletcher ends up calling Samantha's lover, Kenneth, the pool boy, to the stand. and Fletcher can't even ask questions that would result in Kenneth lying. But this also contradicts, because earlier in the movie, when he's trying to get, before Greta quits, he's trying to get her to call the judge to give an excuse why he can't come to court, tell her that he's sick, or to have her tell him that he's sick. So then he's asking someone to tell a lie. But in court, he can't ask a question to Kenneth that would result in him telling a lie.
That's true.
So, again, very weak.
Breakdown in plot rules.
Yeah. Ends up that Fletcher just completely devolves.
You had sex with her every time you met, didn't you? Didn't you? Liar!
He's badgering the witness.
It's his witness.
You slammed her, you dumped her donut, you gave her dog a sausage, you stuffed her like a Thanksgiving turkey.
All right, it's true, okay? I humped her brains out. There, now you happy?
Could have achieved that same outcome without making turkey noises.
This was the over-the-top physical comedy that makes him annoying.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy this part.
No.
I'm like, this is dumb.
It was a bit much.
Yeah.
But what's even dumber is what ends up actually resolving the case.
Yeah.
Because Fletcher realizes after Samantha makes a comment about her age that he can win this case without lying. Because he realizes that there's something a bit inaccurate in the records.
And it says here you were born in 1964, but that's not true either, is it? Is it?
No.
Can you tell me what it says here on your birth certificate under date of birth?
Your Honor, I object. What does this have to do with anything?
Overruled. Mrs. Cole, answer the question.
1965.
Now, let me get this straight. That would mean that you lied about your age to make yourself older. But why would any woman want to do that?
I changed it so I could get married.
And the truth shall set you free. My client lied about her age. She was only 17 when she got married, which makes her a minor. And in the great state of California, no minor can enter into any legal contract without parental consent.
And that's probably very much true, but who wouldn't have already put that together? Samantha would have known that.
He had the birth certificate.
Both lawyers had that certificate. The husband would have known this. There's disclosure of information back and forth. The previous lawyer who got kicked off the case because he refused to lie had this information.
Right.
And just happened to have sitting here in the files, here's her birth certificate.
And the judge would have had the information.
Nobody put two and two together until this moment. And again, Samantha, who knew that she lied about this, that should have been all it took.
Yep.
Why did it take this moment to get that solution?
Yeah.
Weak ass shit.
I get it.
Movie. How many times am I going to say that in this one?
A lot.
Yeah.
So as a result, Samantha the gold digger gets 50% of her ex-husband's assets.
Mm-hmm.
Samantha then demands that custody of the children, and she's going to use it as leverage for increased child support. Fletcher has issues with this, and because now he's conflicted, because even Samantha said that her ex-husband was a good dad.
Yeah, and he saw it.
Fletcher argues that they can't do this and that that's not right. And, the judge is like, hey, are you questioning my ruling? I don't like to be insulted. And as a result, if you continue this, I'm going to put you in contempt of court.
I hold myself in contempt! Why should you be any different? Bennett, take him away. This man is a good father, and children are not leverage. Oh, no, don't do that. I have a date to play ball with my son. I can't be late. It's my last chance. I'm Jose Canseco. I'm Jose Canseco.
He's Jose Canseco.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he gets held in contempt of court.
And he's in jail now.
He's in jail.
Did you notice? There's a part where he's getting ready to get bailed out, and he's sitting on the bedside of this big burly dude that's just sleeping in the bed. Why is he sitting on that guy's bed?
I don't
He
know.
was like just sitting on the edge of it, like he was like stroking his face. Like you just didn't see that part, but he was like, "I'm just watching you sleep, buddy." It was real weird.
There's a lot that was weird.
Fletcher calls Audrey to bail him out, but she and Max are like fed up. We're done. They're moving to Boston, or they're flying to Boston that night to go look at houses.
Which really isn't that urgent. Like they're
Okay,
not going to move there that
this
night.
This is the big point that I brought up earlier that I had a big issue with.
Okay.
So let's move forward with the movie and we'll get there.
All right. Greta, though, shows up to bail Fletcher out.
Am I too late? Have you been sexually molested yet? Because I could circle the block.
That's my favorite quote of the whole movie.
She would love that.
And she is convinced that he's genuinely changed.
Yep.
Fletcher is now racing to the airport. He gets there, but he's missed the gate. But he somehow sneaks onto the tarmac inside of a duffel bag.
Yep.
Clearly, this movie was pre 9/11.
Yep.
But even pre 9/11, how much do you think Jim Carrey weighed?
Oh,
more than the baggage allotment.
He's a big gangly dude, somehow crammed inside a duffel bag.
I'd say at least like 200 pounds.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Do you think the average baggage tosser is going to be able to lug him around with ease? I think that would have probably triggered some red flags.
Oh, sure.
But anyway, yeah. So we see it out on the tarmac, a big duffel bag roll off the luggage cart. Fletcher springs out of it. In a desperate move, he commandeers a mobile stairway.
Yeah.
He sure does.
Okay, so let me bring in one of my issues here.
Okay.
Please do.
At this point.
Because you're an experienced pilot.
Yeah.
You've spent time on airports and tarmacs.
So my issue here, though, has nothing to do with that. Okay. My issue here is they're just going to Boston look for houses.
Yeah.
They're coming back.
Yeah.
Why did he feel the need to stop an airplane actively trying to take off because they're going to go house hunting?
Right.
They're coming back.
Yeah,
they're
not going to buy that house.
They're not moving and leaving to Boston. They're just going for the weekend.
That's a big question I had.
Yeah.
Now, I want to get into some airport logistics stuff.
Okay, let's do that.
And this is where I'm hoping you can provide some insight.
Sure.
It's not like planes have written on the side where they're going to.
He would have no idea which plane was which.
No idea.
No.
Next question.
All he did, he saw, because the guy told him the gate number at the baggage claim, like at the drop-off area, right? He said it's gate 123.
He probably knew the airline.
And so when he happened to fall out of the duffel bag, he looked up and he saw a plane that had just left that, what's that thing?
The jetway.
The jetway.
Yeah.
And it said 123 on the outside.
Okay.
So that's the only reason why. But he has no idea what airline it is.
Yeah, outside of that, though, I'm assuming they're flying out of LAX.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big damn airport.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He jumped into a duffel bag with no idea where it was going to end up.
Right.
He could be on the... How many terminals are at LAX?
He got real lucky.
He got real lucky. Now, also, it's not like... Even the presence of the stair car, I'm questioning. I know that they typically still keep these at airports, even though they have the jet bridges, because sometimes things go wrong and they have to unload. Why would it have just been there, though? And it's under maintenance. It just happens they finish up just in time.
The maintenance would have been done in a maintenance hangar well off of the airway.
Right. Yeah, you're not performing maintenance on the tarmac.
No,
right?
not at all.
Now, next question I have, because I remember watching a Mythbusters episode where there was a taxi driving past a jet engine to see what would happen because of some myth they had about
the
toppling and flipping.
The jet wash, yeah.
Yeah. He is driving what I would think would be a fairly lightweight vehicle right up to and by the jet exhaust.
And it's not so much the weight of the vehicle, it's the surface area.
It's like a big kite, ultimately.
It's driving a stairway.
Right.
And so it's going to catch a lot of air.
Okay.
And so the exhaust coming from the engine, now granted, you're just taxiing, so there's not going to be a buildup of huge exhaust coming from the engine.
But there's still going to be heat.
There will be.
He's in an unprotected vehicle near a jet engine.
Yes.
His face should be melted. He should look like the fire inspector.
He's old Fire Marshal Bill.
Fire Marshal Bill, that's it,
yeah, exactly. But because of movie.
Well, I mean, and the stairway is not going to go as fast as a plane, even if it's just taxiing.
And to be honest,
there's so many holes in that.
And how fast do you think a truck carrying a stair can go?
It doesn't have to go fast. It doesn't have to go far.
No.
I would imagine that
its only object is to move stairs.
Right.
It probably tops out at like 1 mile per hour.
I would give it 10. I would give it 10 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's not catching a plane on the taxiway.
No.
As slow as the plane is going to taxi, it's not catching it.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, so he goes gets the stairs up to the level of the windows, and he's looking through the windows of the plane as he's passing by with the stairs. This also does create a logistical issue for me because if the windows are above the wing level, and if his stairs are high enough that he could see into the window, isn't he going to run into the wing?
You can extend the stairs.
I know, but he's at the window level, which the window level is above the wing.
Oh, of course.
For most
But after he went under the wing, he extended the stairs so he could climb up.
Okay, whatever.
which is a small victory for him, but yet the entire scenario still remains entirely implausible.
Right.
Because he ends up then stopping the plane by throwing his shoe at the window of the cockpit.
And
then they're like,
the brakes too.
"Hey, tower, we've got someone out here on the stair car. We're going to bring this to a
other
halt."
issue, when you stop an airplane, the wheels don't lock. Airplanes were the first mode of transportation to employ the ABS system.
Air brakes.
Yeah. No, not air brakes. The anti-braking system.
Okay.
The anti-lock brakes.
All right.
So if you stomp on the brakes in an airplane,
it's gonna
you're not gonna lock
a little bit.
They're not gonna lock. They're gonna
stutter.
Stop and stutter. Yes. So yeah, that whole scene was not what happens at all. Really?
Yeah. So then
I'm gonna power glide my airplane.
The plane
donuts,
right?
The plane stops, but Fletcher and the stair car do not, and they plow into a concrete barricade. He goes flying into luggage, and yeah.
And here's my other issue. After that scenario happens, they're not stopping the airplane.
Exactly. Because then we see all of a sudden, while
they're
Fletcher's
gonna-
getting hauled out on a stretcher,
Right.
Audrey and Max and what's his nuts, Jerry are out on the tarmac. They're not going to let these people out there.
No.
So hold on, I got to back up just a little bit here. They're on this plane.
Yeah.
They're like it's Jerry and Audrey and Max.
Oh, there's questions I have about this too.
And Jerry says, like, she wants alcohol.
Oh, she's pounding the drinks down.
And he's like, I love you. And she's like,
give me a drink.
And she was like, thank you. And he's like, oh, that's not
the
what
answer.
I was expecting.
Audrey, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no.
And she was
Dump his
like,
ass.
thank you very much. But he said in that moment, he said, oh, is that too soon?
Yeah,
And
you've proposed and asking
Right.
her to move to Boston with her son, but you've not
You've
exchanged
never
I love yous.
Never told her that you love her. Like, why
This
did you?
This is a weak sauce relationship.
This is the weirdest relationship.
Well, this was an example. This was a movie way of showing that she had doubts from the beginning.
Okay.
Oh, but so weird.
Yeah.
But of all the because movie things, I have the biggest objection to.
Mm-hmm.
How did they get 3 seats next to each other the same fucking day on an airplane?
Yeah, that's tough to do.
That is tough to do.
And maybe they're just flying different airlines than I do, but they do not do beverage service before takeoff.
No,
Nope,
they
that's
sure
That's
don't.
another thing that those apparati are secured
Oh,
for
yeah, they're
takeoff.
locked up until you're up in the
They're
air.
definitely not
that's-
doing it while you're taxiing down the friggin'
No, not at all.
It's like they've never flown in a plane before.
It's
It
pretty
is
crazy.
exactly like they've never even been at an airport before.
Right.
Anyway,
so many things wrong.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
so Fletcher is injured in his hurling into the luggage cart. He's on the stretcher. Again, for some reason, he's not in handcuffs at this point, but there is a police officer on scene stopping people from entering the area, which is already secure because it's a fucking airport tarmac.
Mhm.
Right.
They have no business to be out there to begin with.
Uh-huh.
Right.
But all she has to say is, I'm his ex-wife. And he's like, all right, come on through.
Security be damned.
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't you say so?
Yeah. And he's like, hey, good news. I broke my leg, so I get to go to the hospital before I go to jail.
Right.
Fletcher, what were you doing? Are you out of your mind?
No. I'm thinking clear. I've never been this clear.
Dad?
Creep.
Creep.
Was getting kind of upset.
Are you all right?
Yeah. I'm hurting here, though.
His heart.
I'm a dope, Max.
Yes, you are.
All this time you've been here, and I could see any time I felt like it, but I didn't. Then your mom told me you were moving to Boston, and I started thinking I could be sitting around sometime and want to look at you and hold you and play with you. And I won't be able to. I don't think I'm going to do too well with that. I love you more than anything else in the world, Max. And you know it's true. I couldn't say it if it wasn't
Except
true.
Poontang.
Not today.
He loves that more.
True.
I love you. And I'll never hurt you again.
And Max is like, oh, well, he has to tell the truth. This is real. But then Fletcher's like, oh, no, it's
past
that time.
past the time.
I can lie now if I want to, but I'm not. Believe me, I've changed.
Like, it would have been so much better if it would have been previous. Like, if it was still before 8:15.
It would have.
All right.
Because this is just like, you could be lying, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Okay, however, I thought this was really sweet moment. I thought his little speech there brought a lot of heart to the movie. It kind of summed up what the moral story should have been about.
Sure.
If I had not already made up my mind that Fletcher was a piece of shit,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I would have felt that way.
Mm-hmm.
I think this movie gave me too much evidence
of him being an asshole
that I can't buy his redemption in this short of a span.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a redemption of convenience.
It's quick. You see moments of him making the turn, but he never really does.
That's why I'm saying they should have done it prior to 8:15.
Yeah.
So then you could say, this is for real.
This
like,
is
he
heartfelt.
cannot lie.
Right.
And then as soon as like
it would have
they
made
show
more.
it, like it like clicks up like 8:15, and he's like, I could lie right now, but I still feel the same way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it could have brought some credence to
it. Did
that
the
heartfelt
opposite
moment.
It did the opposite effect of what I think it was intended to do.
Yeah.
It created more doubt instead of solidifying his turn.
Right,
Yeah.
because we've always known you as a liar.
Right.
And an asshole. And
like, here you go again.
Saying whatever you need to say to benefit you.
But what he said was sweet.
It was sweet. It was.
Yeah.
And Max is like, I don't want to go to Boston anymore. Do we gotta go to Boston anymore? And Audrey, encouraged by Milquetoast Jerry, decides to stay in California.
Oh, like who?
Jerry
turned to her.
fiance. He's like, you know what? Hey,
you don't have
should
to
stay.
go.
You guys go. Yeah, he still has to go.
I gotta go.
Right.
I have to go. I have a job.
Right.
You guys can stay here.
Well, I mean,
Because
Jerry,
technically you have a job too as a teacher, allegedly.
Right, allegedly.
You have a department meeting that you missed. You might still have a job.
She might have got fired. We don't know.
Might have. I'll tell you who doesn't have a job anymore. Fletcher. Because there ain't no way this guy's a lawyer anymore after this.
No.
He can still be a lawyer, but
No,
not,
we can't.
not at that firm.
No. He definitely lost his job at the firm. But he is, in reality, in this situation, he would have been detained immediately because, well, multiple federal charges have been, be filed against him at this point.
Yeah, but
he's a felon.
But that doesn't disbar you.
If you're a felon, I think you do. Or if nothing else, too, at the contempt of court and other different legal proceedings probably resulted in him losing his job. And even if he didn't get disbarred, I think he's going to have a really hard time getting another job as an attorney.
He's starting his own practice. He mentioned that.
Well, he might want to do that. I don't think that's necessarily going to be a guaranteed thing. And I just don't believe he would be facing jail time.
Yeah.
No, I mean, just the airport alone.
Yeah.
Right. Just for the airport shenanigans, sure. But I don't believe that disqualifies you from practicing law.
I don't know anything about it.
Well, we need some professional advice on this here.
My lawyer out in Denver has listened to the show.
Yeah.
Reach out. Let me know. Would this happen? Would you get disbarred if you were
convicted of multiple felonies for endangering human life at an airport and entering in a secure federal area?
Would you be disbarred?
Because he's going to be found guilty of this.
But maybe he could plead down.
To a lesser felony, which is still a felony?
Or to a lesser charge, which may not be a felony.
All right.
I don't know. There are ex-cons who get their law degree in prison.
I need to hear from you.
And come out being lawyers. So apparently their conviction didn't keep them from being a lawyer.
Maybe. At any rate.
Yeah. We digress.
Yeah, there's going to be some issues.
Yeah, he's got some serious things coming his way.
Yeah, even just on the health front, he's got to have multiple broken bones. He's going to be through traction and rehab and therapy and all kinds of stuff.
He broke both legs. He doesn't have legs to stand on at this point.
Oh, not a leg to stand on. Oh. 1 year later, though, Max is having another birthday.
Turning 6.
This is the part that I wanted to bring this back around full circle.
I thought it might be. Do tell.
It is. Okay, so remember we talked about the giant birthday party.
Huge birthday party.
Huge. Clown, family, friends, all that good stuff.
They can't afford any of that anymore because Fletcher's unemployed.
I don't think that's what it's about.
No.
So they have this big birthday party. When Max was sad.
Right.
Whenever he's missing his dad, they're trying to overcompensate.
Okay.
for his sadness, their situation, like all that stuff. So it's like, you've done that before with your kids. It's like they're really upset and you do something like way over the top that you normally wouldn't do just to kind of make them feel better. They have the small birthday party at the end where it's just mom, dad, and Max.
Yeah.
And I think it's just another way that they showed what was important.
Or it could
in the
be
movie.
that 5 is a milestone and 6 is not. And 5, you have a giant birthday party on a work night. And 6, you're like, fuck you. You can have your big party on the weekend.
I tend to believe that they were trying to show some depth here.
Maybe. I lean towards bad writing, but, hey, do you?
But it makes more sense, though, if you think about it. If you put it into that context.
Right.
Max was sad and upset, and now he's not. So the things that are important are there at the end for the birthday party rather than the big show to try to make him happy.
They could be trying something
there. I see that. I can buy that.
That's where I landed.
All right.
Well, Max makes another birthday wish, and as he does, the lights go out. But when the lights come back on, Fletcher and Audrey are smooching.
Ooh. Yeah.
And they ask Max if he wished for them to get back together. But Max says, I only wish for rollerblades. Should have wished for a better haircut, you douche.
I think you could wish for better things than rollerblades.
Right. I mean, if your wish came true.
Oh, yeah.
Like your wish actually came true.
Uh-huh.
Why are you only wishing for rollerblades?
You should be training that kid because this kid has some magical power. He has made some pact with the devil at some point in his life.
Like
you should be leveraging that.
World peace, man.
$1 million.
Like get big here. You know what I mean?
Be selfish.
Right.
$1 million.
Something. Rollerblades. What a chump.
Think bigger. Fletcher then chases Max around the house with the claw. Music swells and everything is good and happy.
In scene.
And then, in the off chance anyone hadn't already got enough of Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey, we get 2.5 minutes of Jim Carrey outtakes.
I thought those were funny.
I thought they were fun too. I enjoyed the outtakes. I liked it.
Especially when the other lawyer called him an overactor.
Oh, that was hilarious.
That was fantastic.
It was fantastic.
It was so good.
And that's the movie.
That's the movie.
Well, now that we've talked about the movie, what do you guys say we talk about another beer?
Let's do it.
We're on to beer number 3 of the evening. Founders All Day IPA. Brian, this was your pick. Tell us all about it.
Well, I brought the Founders All Day IPA because our main character could not tell a lie all day.
Ah, apropos.
Yeah, so that's how it relates to the movie. Now, this is a sessionable IPA.
Sessionable.
And it's
a classic West Coast IPA.
It is a classic West Coast IPA. It's clean. It finishes. It's hoppy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not off-putting.
Yeah, it's a bit stronger on the bitterness than
it is. But I think it's approachable for people getting into the IPA realm.
Wait,
for sure.
It's a traditional IPA. It's really only bringing us the bitterness through the hops,
right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I appreciate. I mean, the juicy IPA that we started off with was pleasurable, very enjoyable.
Yeah.
But it's nice to go to a classic.
And that's what this is. This is the Founders Classic IPA.
I like it.
Yeah.
Always an enjoyable beer.
It is.
No complaints here.
Goes down clean, and it gives you the flavor profile of an IPA.
And at 4.7%, I feel like I could... Well, I couldn't drink it all day, but,
but you could survive a few.
I could, yeah,
without the ill effects that often come with beer.
Because I will say, after starting the evening off with back-to-back Rheingeist juicy truth bombs, I was feeling a little bit of a buzz.
A little bit, yeah.
Midway in through here, but this is a good way to kind of wrap things up.
Absolutely.
You calling this one a buzz killer?
No. It's just not much of a buzz adder.
Right, that's true. I agree with that.
Anyway, let's talk about some magic wands here for a minute.
Okay.
Ooh, magic wands.
If you could wave your magic wand and change one thing about Liar Liar to make it a better movie, what would it be? Brian.
Yeah.
What would you change?
I would have leaned harder into the morality of the movie. The statement it was supposed to make about being present and being active and being a good parent and being a good dad and making that turn, I think I would have put more into the turn instead of it just happening so quickly.
Yeah, it was a really quick turn.
It was. And I think the moral of the story is very, very important. And it could have reached a lot of people to be better humans, better fathers, better parents, better people. But I think this movie missed the mark a little bit because it happened so quickly and it was covered up with so much shtick.
Yeah.
That's my magic wand.
I like it. And mine kind of goes in line with that. I want him to lose that court case because of his honesty. And make the moral be that doing the right thing doesn't always mean winning.
Yeah.
You know, like it adds some real stakes and turns the ending into growth instead of honesty equals magical success. And I think that there's so much magical success in this movie, especially after that very quick turn, that it would have been nice for him to lose that court case instead of winning it for somebody who didn't deserve it. And even though he was telling the truth,
although I do think that court case proves that you can win without lying.
True.
So I think that was a part of it. But again, I don't think it stood out enough to make an impact.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with your sentiment too. Yeah. Seth, what about you?
For me, what this movie lacked, and this is actually the third movie in a row that we could say this about, it lacked accountability in the closing. Gremlins. How many people died?
Right.
But at the end, they're back at their house having Christmas, like, oh, it's all good. You know, yes, Gizmo got taken away by the old man, but whatever. No consequences.
Right.
The Burbs.
Yeah.
The Klopeks get carted away, and no consequences for the fact you broke into a house and blew it up.
Right.
Here, again, you hijacked a stair car, you trespassed, federal charges all over the place.
Stopped a flight.
And a year later,
no consequences.
You're just enjoying the birthday party.
Yeah, so I would like, we can keep everything up until the end. But I want that final birthday party scene, instead of taking place in the dining room of their house, I want to take place in federal prison.
I could see that. Yeah. Like, learn a lesson.
Yeah.
Now my dad's absent because he's behind bars.
Yeah. Well, you know, hey, you paid, you made some bad choices. You got to take accountability. These are lessons that need to be learned. If the movie's really about truth, then the truth is that some actions cost you a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Actions have consequences.
Actions have consequences. Consequences. So yeah, no, I say ship Fletcher off to serve a few years in federal pound me in the ass prison, and maybe then his redemption will actually be earned.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like that it shows you can't just do whatever you want to whoever you want and get away with it.
Well, and it's such the opposite of real life.
Big time.
It's such the opposite of real life that, you know, if you do shit, you get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he didn't get in any trouble.
None.
Nope. Got Audrey back. Our happy family.
Oh,
all is good.
He got the kid. He got the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's change things up.
Okay.
Right.
This is new.
That is new. Some new tunes.
All right, gentlemen, it's time to test your memory, your instincts, and your ability to separate fact from fiction.
Oh, no.
Welcome to Two Truths and a Liar Liar. 6 rounds. Each round features 3 statements about the cast and creators of Liar Liar. 2 are true. 1 is a liar liar. Your job is simple. Identify the lie.
All right.
Okay.
Here are the rules. Each round starts with one of you in the hot seat. If you correctly identify the lie, you'll earn 2 points.
Okay.
If you get it wrong, your opponent can steal. A correct steal earns 1 point.
Okay.
We'll alternate who starts each round.
Now, does an incorrect steal result in a negative point?
No.
Oh, all right.
Just 0 points.
I'm stealing everything.
0 points.
That means that I have to get it wrong, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Correct.
And, you know,
I'll probably get it wrong.
You're really good at these games.
I'm going to keep score.
After 6 rounds, whoever has the most points will be crowned the winner. And the loser, you'll be forced to publicly praise Jim Carrey's performance without even a drip of sarcasm.
Round 1. Fight.
All right. Brian.
Yes.
I'm going to start things off with a few questions or statements about Jim Carrey.
About Jim Carrey. Okay.
A.
Yes.
Jim Carrey once attended the wedding of a St. Louis Blues right-winger dressed as Fidel Castro.
Okay.
B. Jim Carrey has publicly claimed that he went through a period where he stopped identifying as a person and began describing himself as an idea. C. Jim Carrey once trained with professional MMA fighters in preparation for a dramatic film role. Which statement is the liar liar? A, B, or C?
I'm going to go with A on that one.
Oh. Jim Carrey attended the wedding of Dan Hinote when he was dating Dan Hinote's wife, Amy McCarthy's sister, Jenny McCarthy.
Gotcha.
Dressed as Fidel Castro.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Wow.
I'm going to steal and go with C.
I think you're right.
Hey,
way to go.
I got a
Justin
point.
gets un point.
Oh, are you keeping score over there?
I am.
Sweet.
But if you want to double check
I'm
me,
good.
you're fair. Go ahead.
If I don't have to do stuff, I won't.
No, I think you ought to double check his score.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, Justin.
All right.
These next 3 statements will also be about Jim Carrey.
Okay.
A. Jim Carrey legally became a U.S. citizen decades after achieving fame in Hollywood. B. Jim Carrey, Jack White, and Kenny Chesney are all Eskimo brothers. C. Jim Carrey was originally offered the role of Dr. Evil in Austin Powers.
I don't know what Eskimo brothers are.
Eskimo brothers means that you've had sex with the same person.
Oh, I could see that. Let's go with A.
Damn it. Ooh.
Ryan.
I will steal. I'm going to go with B.
Oh! Jim Carrey was once in a relationship with Renee Zellweger, who also was in relationships with Jack White and Kenny Chesney.
Interesting.
So, no, Jim Carrey was not originally offered the role of Dr. Evil in Austin Powers.
I could see it, though.
All right,
Yeah, I could
score
too.
after 2 rounds. Justin 1, Brian 0.
I got to get off the schneid.
Fight.
All right, Brian, back to you. This time, statements about Maura Tierney. A. Maura Tierney was a founding member of an experimental theater troupe in New York before moving into television. B. Maura Tierney initially pursued dance before fully committing to acting. C. Maura Tierney was once fired from an episode of Growing Pains. Which one is the lie?
I'm going to go with, oh gosh, I got a 33.33 repeating percentage chance.
Yep.
I'm going to go with B.
Oh, okay.
All right, Justin, your chance to steal. Is it A or C?
I'm going to go C. Damn it.
Maura Tierney was not a founding member of an experimental theater troupe.
Okay. We have an offensive struggle here.
Yeah.
Round 4. Fight!
All right, Justin, statements that follow are all about Cary Elwes.
All right.
A. Cary Elwes began his career as a production assistant for Marlon Brando on Superman. B. Cary Elwes met his wife, Lisa Marie, while attending a homebrew festival in Malibu, California. C. Cary Elwes broke his left toe while riding ATVs with Andre the Giant.
I'm going to go with B. I think it was the homebrew.
I think that was too.
It really got me there.
It was actually a chili cook-off.
Oh, so it was real?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Hey, look at you.
Hey, I got 2
All right,
points.
Justin's up 3-0.
3 points.
Proud of you.
Round 5. Fight!
Brian.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you some statements about Jennifer Tilly.
Ooh, Jennifer Tilly.
A.
Yep.
Jennifer Tilly has won a World Series of Poker bracelet. B. Jennifer Tilly was once married to one of the co-creators of The Simpsons. C. Jennifer Tilly turned down a role in Pulp Fiction. Which one is the lie?
I'm going to go with B.
Justin.
I'm going to go A.
Damn it. See, I knew A was true.
Did you?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she did not turn down a role in Pulp Fiction.
Okay. Well, damn it.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
I just didn't picture her as a poker player.
Final round.
Yeah.
Fight!
Justin, you pretty much got this locked up at this point. You lead 3-0 in the final round, but let's just go through this anyway. The statements are going to go to you, and these are about the director, Tom Shadyac.
Shadyac?
A. Tom Shadyac began his professional life as a trial lawyer before entering entertainment. B. He once sold his mansion and moved into a trailer park. Or C. He once worked as a joke writer for Bob Saget. Which one's the lie?
I'm going to go with A.
Hey! Man, you kicked ass.
Man, what
you
is
did
that?
great.
Can I get a score check?
Yeah, that's so at the end of 6 rounds, Justin, you won 5-0.
Oh, clean sweep, yeah. It was a shutout.
I like winning based just solely on guessing.
You know, I'm not ashamed that I didn't know any of those.
No.
I'd be more ashamed if I did know some of those.
And that's going to do it for 2 truths and a liar. Justin, you have proven you can separate fact from fiction.
Woohoo.
Congratulations, Justin. Enjoy your temporary sense of moral superiority.
Woohoo.
And Brian,
yep,
better luck next time. All right. Well, what do you guys say?
Sure.
We pick a little poison.
Oh, I like picking poison.
All right, let's kick things off as we always do with movies from the same year. Would you rather watch Liar, Liar or Men in Black?
Men in Black.
Welcome to Earth. Man. Yeah, I'm going to go Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Mm-hmm.
Liar, Liar or The Fifth Element?
Ooh, Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Lilu.
Fifth Element.
Uh-huh. Which one was that?
Oh, the one with Corbin Dallas.
Bruce Willis, sci-fi.
Okay, yep, that's where I'm going.
Okay.
Mila Jovovich.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Liar, Liar or Air Force One?
Get off my plane. Air Force One was pretty good.
Air Force One.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you should.
So I'm going to go Liar, Liar.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Liar, Liar or As Good as It Gets?
Liar, Liar.
Gets.
Yeah.
Who was in that?
Jack Nicholson and Helen Hunt.
Oh, God, yeah. I'm going to go
Great
Liar Liar.
Kinnear. I'll go As Good as It Gets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's when he had like dementia, right?
No, he was
He's
like
just a cranky old man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just an asshole.
Yeah, I'm good.
Liar Liar or Good Will Hunting?
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, I'll go with Good Will Hunting.
You like them apples?
You like these apples?
I got her number. How do you like them
Number.
apples? Hey, it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
All right, let's talk about some other movies also featuring Jim Carrey. Would you rather watch Liar Liar or The Mask?
I did not like The Mask. So I'm going to go Liar Liar.
Yeah, I'll go Liar Liar.
I'm going to go The Mask because of Cameron Diaz.
She's the only redeeming quality in that flick.
Liar Liar or Ace Ventura Pet Detective?
Oh, man.
I feel like I'm being punished either way.
I think I'm going to go Liar Liar just because it's a little bit toned down.
Yeah, might be one of the only times I will pick Liar Liar.
Yeah, I'll go Liar Liar.
Liar Liar or The Truman Show?
Oh,
The Truman Show.
Truman Show.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Liar Liar or Dumb and Dumber?
I would go Dumb and Dumber just to watch it one more time.
I gotta go Liar Liar. I really don't like Dumb and Dumber. Really don't like Dumb and Dumber.
I'm going to go Dumb and Dumber because I think that's one of the times where his slapstickiness works.
It does make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's called Dumb.
It is dumb. It's not
Samson.
trying to be anything other than what it says it is.
Samsonite.
All right, let's talk about a few other movies with the similar vibe. Liar Liar or Groundhog Day?
Oh, I'll go Groundhog.
Oh, yeah, I'll go Groundhog Day.
Liar Liar or Bruce Almighty?
I'm going Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Liar
been a
Liar or Yes Man?
I have not seen Yes Man, so I'll go that way.
Yeah, Yes Man's fun. Yes Man's a fun movie.
I'm going to take your word for it, and
Yeah.
I'll say Yes Man.
And Zooey Deschanel's in it.
Ooh, I love her.
She's nice.
Cutie patootie.
Liar Liar or Click?
Oh, I did. Adam Sandler. I got like such a soft spot for him. I'll go Click.
Yeah, but he can make some really bad movies.
I know, but it's like he's so self-aware in him.
I
though.
know.
You know what? He's almost like the next generation of Jim Carrey, where he could make some really good movies doing his shtick. Right. And then throw some like giant bombs in there along the way.
Uh-huh.
But he's also done some good, serious work. Too.
He has. Well, Jim Carrey did some.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
he
You know,
has.
I think there's a big parallel in their careers.
What was that movie about 9/11?
Oh, Rain on Me?
Oh man,
Yeah, so good with Don Cheadle.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was a
Don
good one.
Cheadle is a hell of an actor, isn't
Mhm.
he? Oh. I'm going to go. I'll probably. I'll go Click.
Yeah. Same. All right, and let's just talk about a few other movies that feature action in the courtroom. Liar Liar or My Cousin Vinny?
I mean, it's got a Karate Kid in it too, right?
It does.
I mean, I'm gonna
The
go
two
My
Utes.
Cousin Vinny.
Are you?
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long
Marissa
time.
Tomei.
I'm going to go Liar Liar. I was never a big fan of My Cousin
I
Vinny.
gotta go My Cousin
Yeah?
Vinny.
Yeah.
Liar Liar or Legally Blonde?
Legally Blonde.
It's a fun ride.
It is
Yes,
a fun
Legally
ride.
Blonde.
I don't know that I've ever seen it all the way through, so I'll go that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Liar Liar or A Few Good Men?
Man, that is such a different
Yeah.
genre.
Yeah.
You know.
All about the truth till you can't handle the truth.
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
I'll tell you what, just because I just watched Liar Liar today, I'll go A Few Good Men
Yeah, I'm gonna
because
go
I
A
haven't
Few
seen
Good
it in a
Yeah, I'll
while.
go A Few Good Men as well.
And honestly, just because I couldn't think of any other courtroom movies. Liar Liar or The Pelican Brief?
Liar, liar, liar.
Is that Julia Roberts?
Mm-hmm.
And
Denzel Washington, I think.
okay.
Yeah, I'm still going Liar, liar.
Man, it's been so long. I remember seeing that movie. I don't remember anything about it. I'll go Liar Liar all So
I'll go with Pelican Brief.
Oh, I got another courtroom movie.
Okay.
Liar, Liar, or Aaron Brockovich.
Oh, Aaron
Ooh,
Brockovich.
Aaron Brockovich.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Liar, Liar, or Legal Eagles.
I've never
No idea
seen
what
it.
that is.
It's terrible.
Well, now that we've picked our poison, what do you guys say we pick our Boddicker?
Okay. All right.
Boddicker, you are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Fuck you.
Guns, 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 it's time to choose. Who stole the seat and lit the fuse? Bad, bold, or just deranged? The Boddicker Award brings the pain. Can you fly, Bobby? Not quite, but our winner, pure dynamite.
Well, if you're new to the show, each episode we choose one worthy recipient to receive this prestigious recognition in honor of one of our favorite cinematic characters, Clarence Boddicker from RoboCop. It's not an award for the best actor or whoever was on the screen the most, but the character who we think brought the most to the movie. Brian!
Yeah.
Who is your choice for this episode's Boddicker Award?
This was a tough choice. Because there was severe lack of character development across the board.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So almost by default, I've got to go with Fletcher Reed. I've got to go with Jim Carrey. Love or hate the physical acting, this movie is something totally different without it. And as written, I don't think it stands up without it. I don't know if it stands up with it. So I'm backed into a corner on this one, but I'll go with Jim Carrey's Fletcher Reed.
I second Fletcher Reed. I agree 100%. There's the character development. He overshadowed everybody else in this movie.
Right.
And everyone else was just a side character to him. So there really wasn't anybody else that stood out as much. And I know that's hard to do when you're playing against Jim Carrey.
Now, there were other characters that were good.
Yeah.
But there was nobody who was really good. I mean, I loved the secretary. I loved the judge.
Right.
But they had such minimal roles. They didn't really stand out that much because you're right. Everybody got overshadowed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time. I'm right there with you.
So nobody wins because they drowned in the pool of Jim Carrey.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's sad. All right, congratulations, Fletcher Reed. You're
Who did
the winner.
you have?
I had Greta, but it don't matter.
You just didn't want Jim Carrey.
I did not. All right, now that that's out of the way, what do you say we move on to some final thoughts? Justin, you want to kick us off this time?
All right. So Liar Liar wasn't nearly as bad as I expected. Jim Carrey is absolutely over the top, but the 90s were built for his brand of chaotic comedy, and you can't deny the guy is an incredible physical actor. The performances across the board were believable, and even the kid held his own. I caught myself laughing way more than I anticipated. The story is lighthearted, pretty darn thin, full of plot holes, and requires complete suspension of disbelief, but that actually works here. This movie isn't trying to win awards, it's just trying to entertain, and honestly, it succeeded, in my opinion. But maybe that's just because I'm a sucker for a rom-com. From a technical standpoint, nothing really stood out in a bad way. The shot choices, lighting, and sound design all did their job without pulling me out of the experience. Overall, it holds up better than I thought, but it's not something I'd go out of my way to revisit. That said, if I'm hungover on a Saturday afternoon and it happens to be on, I'm probably stopping and watching, and to fully appreciate it and maybe help that hangover, this feels like a solid 4-beer movie for me.
All right, Brian.
Okay. Liar Liar's heart is sweet, and the father-son story is genuinely touching. But Jim Carrey's style in this movie is relentless physical comedy. For some, it's hilarious. For me, it overshadows the emotional core. I actually found myself loving the sentiment, but struggling with the performance. Fletcher's redemption story is meaningful, and the movie hits the heartstrings in a way few comedies do. But Jim Carrey's over-the-top antics can be exhausting. It's like the movie's trying to be both a heartfelt drama and a nonstop slapstick showcase. Sometimes the two just don't quite mesh. I don't think it quite meshed in this one. There were some great one-liners in there. A lot of things you can quote. And I don't know if you guys caught the one where somebody was making a face and Jim Carrey said, "You can make a lot of money doing that." Oh, yeah. When his son said, "Hey, if I make a face, will it stick?" And he says, "No, but you can make a lot of money doing that." Right. I thought that was a really fun self-reflection.
Yeah, he called himself out on it.
He did. And I got it. So I thought that was kind of humorous. Does it hold up? You know, it holds up for 90s humor. It certainly doesn't hold up for today's humor. So I'm going to give it a 5 beer.
All right.
Alrighty.
Seth, what say you?
I'm going to keep this simple.
Okay.
I've always heard that if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So I won't. 12 beers.
Holy cow. All right.
Wow. All the way to the 12er.
Damn.
Where does that put it?
That gives it a 7 beer average rating between the three of us. Let's see. That puts it in 17th place so far amongst the movies we've watched to date.
All right.
That's about a third of a beer ahead of Empire Records and a third of a beer behind Orgasmo.
So just because this was my wife's pick, I asked her what she thought about the movie watching it now versus back then.
Okay.
And she said it was a really fun trip down nostalgia lane.
I can see that.
She felt like it mostly holds up and genuinely enjoyed the rewatch, though there were definitely a few very 90s moments that stick out today, like some of the humor and language wouldn't land the same way now.
Mm-hmm.
But she holds that nostalgia because this was the first movie that she saw that made her fall in love with Jim Carrey's comedy.
Okay.
And so, yeah, like she had a really good time watching this movie.
Well, that's fun.
And we had a good time watching it together.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's what this exercise is all about.
Absolutely.
And I realized that we forgot to do something.
Uh-oh.
What did we forget?
We never picked our favorite beer of the night.
Beer of the night.
Any thoughts?
All right, I'll go.
Do to it.
Okay. The third beer of the night, the Founders All Day IPA, is just an IPA.
Okay.
Nothing too special. It's solid. It's consistent. It's good.
Yeah.
But it's nothing more than good. So that's going to be my third beer.
Okay. All right.
My second beer is going to be Justin's selection.
All right.
I thought the stout was a little less stouty than I anticipated. It did get better as it got a little bit warmer.
Mm-hmm.
The flavor profile came out a little bit. I think it was my fault for drinking it too fast when it was too cold. But I have to say my favorite beer of the night was the Juicy Truth.
The Juicy Truth.
Mm-hmm. I'm in full agreement.
It's going to move you.
I would flip the order on numbers 2 and 3.
Okay.
I think I'd put the Founders All Day ahead of the O'Fallon Stout.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, again, it didn't feel stouty to me.
Okay.
But it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad beer. It just didn't excite me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Juicy Truth, it was a good start out the gate. And everything after that was just a comparison to it. And I think it was just nothing compared.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Justin, what say you?
I'm gonna go right in line with where you were.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the stout. I could drink the all day IPA with no problems. I'm drinking it right now.
Mm-hmm.
No complaints.
Yeah.
But You know, I'm such a sucker for a hazy IPA.
Yeah.
You know, you guys know that.
Yeah.
It's
juicy.
I tried so hard.
You're a hazy whore.
I am a hazy whore.
And I knew that when I picked it.
And
because Rheingeist actually had 3 different beers named Truth.
Okay.
It was like the Truth Bomb, and the Juicy Truth. And I looked at the Juicy Truth. I'm like, Justin's going to love this. I know it got 1 vote at least
Right.
in this one.
Exactly. And, you know, I tried so hard to find something that wasn't an IPA.
Yeah.
And I'm not disappointed. Like, I would drink it again.
No, I would too.
I wouldn't drink 2 back to back.
Yeah.
You got to have something in between it. Like a good lager would be great between those. You know, it's a little too sweet. But
or an oatmeal stout.
You know, I think the all day would be a good in betweener.
It would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something just to you gotta, it's too much sweet. But yeah, I mean, I'm a whore for hazy. So give it to Seth.
Seth, congratulations. You brought the best beer of the night, my man.
I'm on a hot streak.
That's like, I think that's 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Heck
Hey,
yeah.
quick shout out again to our studio audience. We haven't mentioned them yet, but
The Riggies.
Hey, you guys holding down the fort. Thanks for being here tonight.
Good old Riggies holding it down.
Ah, there they are. Maybe one of these days we'll bring beer for them.
Oh man! Hey, whenever we get around to brewing our Uncle Buck,
yeah.
the
UB Maple Stout,
yeah, they can. All the Reggies can take part.
I will go around the studio audience with a dropper, and they can each sample a bit.
You get a drop, and you get a drop.
Well, let's take a moment.
All right.
As we prepare to close out the episode.
Okay.
And let's just pretend that for some reason, someone wanted to make a sequel to Liar, Liar.
Okay.
Liar, Liarer. More Liar, Liar. The Liar, Liarist.
Okay, so my idea of a sequel
okay
is kind of like, you know, the Cats in the Cradle, the song.
Yeah. And the silver spoon.
Yeah,
the
you know,
blue and the man and the moon.
That's
like almost. That's like 50% of '90s movies.
Sure, he ended up just like me. Okay, so Jim Carrey's in a nursing home, and his son is now just like he used to be.
Okay, all right,
and doesn't come and visit. And Jim Carrey in the nursing home is getting ready to pass away, and he makes a dying wish.
Well, you know what? This isn't a nursing home. Jim Carrey's in prison.
Okay.
Fletcher's in prison. He's doing hard time in federal pound me in the ass prison.
And he makes a dying wish. And his dying wish is that his son doesn't end up like he did.
Okay.
And so his son can't lie. So now Jim Carrey's dead and gone. And his son is now trying to rebuild his life, not being able to lie.
All right. So I had a hard time with this. Like, how do you make a sequel to this? Like, why would you make a sequel to this?
Well, I think I like the idea that you're working towards, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea that this is all about Max now.
And that's kind of where I landed. It had to be like a 30 years later.
Right.
Now
yeah.
it's Max. But I did not have Fletcher being the one to make the wish.
Okay.
I like that angle. Because I just had it as, well, now it's 30 years later. Max has a kid. He's become Fletcher, and his kid does it too.
Yeah.
But I like the angle that you have, whether, you know, he's hospice, prison,
sure,
whatever it might be.
Yeah.
He's on his deathbed.
And a dying wish isn't for a day.
Right. It's forever.
It's like forever.
I like it. Yeah, that would make the most sense. I think that's great. Because I couldn't come up with shit. Yeah. I was like, why would you ever make a sequel to this movie?
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so Max is a grown-ass man. Does he still have the bowl cut?
Oh, he's got to have it.
Yeah.
I think so. How else would we know it was him?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's his signature.
Unless he's going to wear a name tag. My name is Max.
Hi, my
It's
name
a
is
signature
Max.
haircut. What does he do for a living?
He's a professional bowler.
What if he's a teacher like his mom?
Okay.
And you have a teacher who can't lie?
Oh, but it's like kindergartners.
So it's just constantly insulting kids in the hallway,
telling them like Santa Claus doesn't exist.
Yeah. Look at that booger eater. Yeah.
Kids are doing like 6, 7. He's like, you're a fucking dick. Or stupid.
Or what if, as he teaches, the history book, in the history book we all learned in elementary school is just bogus.
Uh-huh.
What if
he's giving them the real truth?
Yeah, he can only teach like the real, real stuff,
which ends up creating controversy.
Right.
Angry moms call in. He loses his job. He ends up homeless on the street, having to do crazy things to buy crack.
And then what's his redemption story? Or is there
I
one?
don't even care if he has one.
Yeah.
He dies in the gutter.
Oh, he dies in the barber chair as they shave his head when he.
You can have like one of those like Oprah or those talk shows where they clean up the homeless person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they bring him back to the bowl cut. The end.
That's a great sequel, guys.
I like it. I like it.
It might be better than the original.
I think so.
Like The Godfather 2 is better than Godfather 1.
Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode of the Regular Guy Movie Show. We endured 24 hours of radical honesty, courtroom chaos, emotional whiplash, and a bevy of federal crimes disguised as heroism. If you enjoyed hanging out with us, make sure to follow, subscribe, leave a review, or just walk into your local bank and scream, "The pen is blue!" until someone finally knows what the fuck you're talking about. If you want to keep the conversation going, hit us up on the socials and tell us what you think about Liar Liar. Did it hold up for you? Did it land differently now that you're an adult? And most importantly, who is your Boddicker winner? We genuinely want to know, mostly so we can cross-examine your answer. Thanks for listening. Thanks for drinking along with us. And until next time, be kind, rewind. Bye.
The Regular Guy Movie Show, talking flicks. Here we go!
Did you notice how gigantic 90s men's suits are?
Yep. It's. I wonder if maybe
like a zoot suit,
right? Or was Fletcher a larger gentleman? Did he lose a lot of weight during the divorce process? Go through some stress? Have to, you know.
Well, see, even the guy, and I thought about that. There was a guy that he was like, "Oh, did you lose some weight?" Whenever he was still being a liar,
the fat guy,
exactly. Even his suit was comically large, like oversized. And I'm just like, my God, everybody was wearing giant suits in the 90s. That's crazy.
Well, basketball players are wearing giant shorts down to their ankles.
Zoot riot.
Right.
Throw back a bottle of beer.
Doing it.
Funny story about zoot suits. But that's not for our audience. That's for another day.
You can go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so Seth and I, we go to a Cardinals game with a bunch of our hockey buddies who were playing hockey at the time. And after the game, we decided, we've been tossing a few back, right?
Few as in a lot. A lot back.
I mean, it's beer league.
Yeah.
They call it beer league for a reason.
Well, this was beer league's night out.
Yeah. And so after the baseball game, we decided to continue the shenanigans at the Mo Bar. And we were walking there, and there were some interesting individuals walking around in zoot suits.
Uh-huh.
And Seth had to point them out specifically across the street in front of everybody about how ridiculous they looked. It was amazing.
It's a good thing you had all the hockey buddies.
I know. If Seth would have been, if it would have just been he and I, he'd have gotten his ass kicked. But he had a whole squad of goons with him, and so they were going to mess with him. But I think Douchebag was in there somewhere. Zoot suit.
Douchebag riot.
Yeah, douchebag riot. That was, yeah.
They also had the giant chain mullets.
Yes, they did.
They did.
Oh,
They
my
had the
God.
whole thing, the shoes and everything.
They had the spats going on.
Yeah, was that before or after I tried to steal a bike?
That was after. That was after. But yet, before we came across the couple who were arguing, and you happened to mention to the gentleman, you said, "Hey, just fuck her." I did, and that flew over like a lead balloon.
Just adding gasoline to that fire.
Yeah.
Once we got to Mobar that night, I then proceeded to vomit in the bathroom for an hour straight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You were you tied one on.
And
I did.
while he was there, I ate his meal.
I mean, he wasn't going to eat it.
No,
He's in there throwing up.
But he noticed when he came back. Yeah.
Where's my food?
Where'd my food go?
That was one of those. That was one of those really strange but epic nights. But I digress.
I refuse to say anything more on the potential of incriminating myself.
Yes, you will plead the fifth. I'm going with the lawyer speak here.